It's the Bob and Tom Show.
New car sales, Gordon speaking.
Yes, I am El Conquistador.
You are El Conquistador?
Yes, and I would like to make an appointment to come down and test drive a Mercedes.
Yes, sir.
It is important that I am not addressed as sir. I am not a sir. I am El Conquistador. And
Affirmative.
it is very important that I only be addressed in that fashion, as El Conquistador. Could you say it for me?
El Conquistador. What would you like to drive, sir?
I am not a sir.
I'm sorry.
I am El Conquistador.
Brother, let me say one thing. I come from the South here. My parents brought me up to say yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am.
I understand.
I apologize for being polite, but
No, that is not my title. I am not a sir. I am El Conquistador. It's a title that has been in my family for thousands of years.
I'll do my best.
I am El Conquistador.
El Conquistador. I'll do my best.
You'll do your best, El Conquistador. Yes, so can you tell me what a good time for you to come in is?
Anytime, sir, anytime El Conquistador between the hours of 8 and 5.
What is important is that the people that you work with know that if they are to do business with me, that they must refer to me, not as sir. I know that is polite, but El Conquistador.
What does that mean? What does the title mean?
Excuse me, who are you addressing? Yes, the title means the conqueror.
I thought that's what the last part of it meant. El means the?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, El Conquistador.
Yeah, I'm sorry, El Conquistador. Okay, El Conquistador. When do you think you'll be arriving, El Conquistador?
I will be arriving next Wednesday around 4 o'clock.
Wednesday at 4 o'clock. I'll put you on my... that's when your flight lands, El Conquistador?
My flight lands at about 3:30.
Okay, so you'll be here. Are you coming directly here, El Conquistador?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Wednesday at 4 p.m. All right. I'll put that down.
His ass
I budget that time for you.
For who?
For you, El Conquistador. All right. Thank you, El Conquistador. I'll be waiting to hear from you and to see you.
Thank you very much for your time. I hope to do business with you.
All right, bro. Thank you, El Conquistador.
You're welcome.
All right,
Hey, we're on. Good morning. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello, hello. Testing, 1, 2, 3, testing. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin
Hello.
in the main studio.
I was invited in like a vampire.
Big fan, big fan.
Till the odor kicks in, you can sit there.
All right, there's Josh Arnold.
Hi.
Hi, there's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I can't help but notice Chick McGee's right there
Hi.
at the Dude Wipes sports desk.
And I did not play hooky, as you can hear. I did not sneak down to Cincinnati and watch the game last night. Considering what happened, I wish I would have. Commanders, in case you missed it, nobody believes it, but Washington wins last night, 38-33. Jaden Daniels had quite a game, and Joe Burrow had quite a game, but not enough for Cincinnati.
And a very unusual stat out of that game.
And I'm going to have to say this because Tom has got it by the throat.
I just think it's interesting.
Okay, listen.
Okay.
Ready? The Commanders and Bengals game, first in history with no punts or turnovers.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
Kind of
cool.
interesting. You don't think that's interesting?
No, it's just a...
Sounds like a good game, actually.
Yeah, it does.
First ever.
there have been 6 puntless games.
Yeah.
Puntless. Would you like to hear about those?
Wow. You know, that could be part of a really funny poem involving maybe a World War II mission.
The Commanders haven't punted since the first week, actually. They didn't punt last week either.
Good for them.
They kicked field goals instead of scoring touchdowns last week, but yeah.
What was it last week? 6?
7.
7. Wow.
7 field goals.
Well, you got to feel great. That's your team. Come
Yes,
on.
I feel great as I can, considering how I feel.
Okay, well, I'm
Yes.
sorry you don't feel well.
Thank you.
Well, we feel.
You know what would
good
make
for
me
you.
feel better? A little bit of this real quick. Okay, yeah, you might want to go. Well, maybe I can turn it up over here. Oh, there you go. Look at this. I can turn this up and down. Oh, yeah, don't do that, chick. That's awful. Hit it!
That makes you feel good, doesn't it?
That makes me feel better.
A little bit of ooh child.
I wonder who that is singing. She sounds like a lovely person.
Is that a girl?
Shelley Bernstein.
I think it's a girl. Yeah.
In the band, the Seven Punks.
Who is it?
Shelley Bernstein.
Shelley Bernstein?
I do not second that.
What just happened?
I don't know.
Are we in trouble and I didn't even know it?
Man, that song's wonderful.
I have a question.
Yes.
No, I was just in the green room. As we're hearing this beeping, looking around.
It's not the microwave?
Well, it turned out it was the microwave. But see, at my house, that's the sound of the dishwasher. And we do have a dishwasher in there. I think maybe these appliance people need to get together and decide what's what. What you think?
You know, I think I hit on something a couple weeks ago when I told you that your experiences, your memories, aren't everyone's. And I think this caused you trouble just now.
So you're saying a lot of these appliance companies using the same Wilhelm beep, if you will?
Thank you. We can name it the Wilhelm beep. I'm just wondering if there should be a standard. Maybe we should
Just
get
because that's the way it sounds at your house doesn't mean it sounds that way everywhere.
I'm just saying, shouldn't there be some consistency in our culture?
You know, that's what we need.
Dishwasher
Let's
companies,
get
you
Congress-
get this beep.
Yeah, to generalize, no, not specific beeps for specific appliances.
Standardization, my friend.
Yeah, that's what we
Like
need.
in every community, the red light
More
means
of
stop,
that.
the green means go. Now, I'm sure there are socialists out there that would like to change
No.
that, but not me.
Get to where certain people should live and certain people shouldn't live. Get to that one.
5 stair steps were all siblings out of Chicago, and it is a lady, and her name is It's Alohe. Is that Aloha? Aloe? What is it?
Aloe?
Spell it again.
Aloe?
Alohe.
Well, I don't know.
Hello?
It's not that.
Aloe?
But
Yeah,
that
it
must
could
be really
Aloe.
awkward. She walks in the room. Hello? Yes.
And then we had another Monday night game last night for some reason. I think it has to do with money. The Buffalo Bills scored on each of their first 5 drives, a 47-10 win over the Jaguars. Man.
You don't use Jacksonville. You don't want to get used to saying that in front of them.
Well, Jacksonville's has been planned to move to London forever. The NFL's unspoken, this is going to happen. We're not sure when, but it's going to happen. Because Jacksonville plays in London every year. And Shahid Khan or something, I think he has.
Chaka Khan.
Most of southern London, southern England. Sewing. Yeah.
We have interesting news coming out of England today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Looking forward to that.
We do
Good
have
things happening across the pond?
a heartwarming story from last night. You remember Damar Hamlin last year?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Last year? Yeah, Monday Night Football game against the Bengals. His heart stopped, the whole thing.
Sure.
Well, he had a first career interception last night.
It's great.
Monday night again. While the Bengals were playing, not them, but
Yeah.
there you go. So congratulations to
Happy story. Glad he's up on his feet and doing great.
And I've been handed the notes for
Tua's not too happy he's up.
Tua
Tonga Viola. Yeah.
Oh, he's still having concussion.
Well, he's not happy Damar's doing so well.
Oh, because he's the
Damar's the one who took him out
Yeah.
last week.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Isn't
he was standing there? He was just standing waiting for him to run into him.
doesn't
I
his,
can't blame Damar.
No.
doesn't his last name sound kind of like a really great exotic sex move?
Oh, yeah.
Tonga Viola?
Oh yeah, I gave the tongue of viola. Nobody played it like a violin.
Yeah. it
Although
does.
hers was the size of a viola, if you know what I'm saying.
Do Flight of the Bumblebee.
And evidently, Tom thought Helsinki was in Sweden yesterday or something. You had a problem with Tad?
No, I love that. I've always loved that. I know Helsinki's Finland, right?
Yes.
But our guest, Tad Robinson, going to he's very big in Europe, and his
And
first stop
Finland-
is Helsinki, which I've always thought was a funny name.
And Finland, they speak Finnish, not Swedish. I guess you were saying that too yesterday.
No, he was also going to Sweden. I'm not sure if I said that. I don't know.
I think you might have.
I doubt it.
When I was leaving, I saw Tad walking through the parking lot with his bag of harmonicas and a bag of dude wipes.
Yeah.
That's
we made
right.
sure that everybody got dude wipes yesterday.
All guests on the Bob and Tom Show use dude wipe. You know, nothing better for cleaning your harmonica than a dude wipe.
Ooh, is that a euphemism?
Do that second.
After you do the tongue of in the back door.
In the back door.
We certainly enjoyed. If you missed that, check out some of the stuff on YouTube. I think you'll enjoy it very much. Quickly, I wanted to mention a couple things. One, we've got a Bob and Tom comedy tour stop all set. coming up just around the corner. So if you are anywhere near Sioux Falls, South Dakota, it's going to be at the Grand Falls Casino and Golf Resort Event Center Friday evening, October 25th. It'll feature Al Jackson, Jeff Oskey. Your host is Josh Arnold, and I believe it says the headliner here is one Pat Godwin.
Yeah.
Patty G. Info at grandfallscasinoresort.com. In a few minutes, I'm going to tell you about a special Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show. But right now, it's time to talk about those delightful Raycon earbuds.
Raycon's earbuds. That's right. They have been upgraded. Model the best-selling everyday earbuds. We received our upgrade about a month ago now, and we've got the brand new colors because Raycon earbuds are the official earbuds of the Bob and Tom Show. We got blush violet, forest green, royal blue, and classic black. And Raycon's upgraded everyday earbuds, you now get multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once, plus new quick charge function and active noise cancellation. And their ergonomic earbud shape fits the widest range of ears with the optimized gel tips for a cozy custom fit. Raycon offers a 30-day happiness guarantee. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 15% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. That's buyraycon.com/Tom. That's 15% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom.
The blush violet, they're currently being used at my place. Thank you very much. Very stylish and great sounding. Check out Raycon earbuds. Tell them the Bob and Tom Show sent you. Coming up, we have interesting news from the world of agriculture and the all-new Bob and Tom Show Agriculture Desk. It's too great.
That's how I started my career. Now I'm going to go back.
But fascinating stuff. And also,
we're going to have corn prices,
agribiz,
barrows and gilts.
It involves corn.
It does.
It's very cool. And coming up,
no, it's not.
We have the great David Rush in the news and news about the moon.
Pass on everything with David Rush. How about that? Let's start today. Let's make today a new day. No more David Rush.
I'm his biggest fan, David. We want to see you in the studio.
Nope, we don't.
Setting a world record.
I'm sitting in the parking lot till he leaves.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob.
Hey, it's Josh from the Bob and Tom Show. Thank you for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com, check out the list for a station near you, or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
I am going to exit the studio with the Whiz-O-Meter. And we have the crew standing by. Chick, are you going to come and follow me?
Yes.
Okay.
This would be wonderful.
And do you want to explain what the Whiz-O-Meter is, Christy?
Yes, it's a small device that you hook to a urinal, and men, of course, urinate into the device, and it reads out a velocity, I guess, would be the correct term. It's like
Are you there, Tom? Can you hear us now?
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
Can you hear me?
I hear you also,
yes.
Chick. So you guys are moving down to the men's room.
I'll show you something.
Kinda like a radar
camera
gun.
crew member is dressed in a race.
I see he's in a poncho, and you know, you take every precaution because these guys, you don't know where it's going to go.
Yeah.
Names.
I hope you don't get that bifurcated thing, you know.
We have set up the Whiz-O-Meter. Christy, it's kind of like a radar gun for urination.
Exactly,
but they don't use radar.
No.
Okay,
It uses a little wheel that you spin
We're
like
going
a
in the
hamster.
men's. We're going in.
You two are gonna. Are you two gonna whiz together at the same time?
No.
Tom is at the
I'm at the urinal.
Where's Chick?
Do you have the tester? Should we test it one time first? I have a squirter bottle with water in it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to squirt. This is a really heavy squirter. I don't think any human being could do. Okay, I'm squirting, and the Whiz-O-Meter is reading 10, 14, 8. Looks like the total readout, 14 was the high.
You know, you really didn't even squeeze it.
I was going to say.
Coming out of a squirt bottle. Are you sure it's not on
24
spray?
out of it.
Oh my God!
There's it got up to 80. You got to squeeze it, Tom.
Yeah, that's what. Oh.
80?
80.
I can't go up to 80.
Well, I know you can't go up to 80, but you were like doing this like a little Nancy guy. Oh, look at the little wheel go around.
Okay, Flomax. We'll see how you do. Okay, I'm gonna. So the way it works is after you Chick did it again, and it's reading out 50. So it works like a radar gun.
Right.
Okay.
Okay, I am going to.
You gonna unzip and see what you got?
He's reaching.
Yeah. Now, we've not tried this with. No, I don't want to splash anybody here.
Oh, he's.
Well, let's hope not.
I'm getting ready to go. Okay, I'm going. I'm ripping it here. This is the best I can do.
Oh God, this is no good.
What kind of speed?
There are people taking pictures.
What kind of speed you got going on?
I'm afraid there may be some additional audio.
You get a warm-up lap?
There may be some additional audio.
Yeah.
26 was the high.
I'm sorry, what?
26. 26? My God,
There's your prostate check.
It looks like shit when you did it. There's water all over the floor. Okay, come on in, prostate king.
What?
Okay.
No, I'm not saying I'm going to do any better, but
okay, now Chick's going to get up there.
I have a shy bladder.
Well, I'm not going to look.
Oh, he's going to stand there for an hour trying to whiz because he has a shy bladder.
Phone. He needs 2 hands to handle the monster.
I can't.
Did you find it yet?
I don't know if I can.
He's digging. Have you found it yet?
I don't know if I can do this when everybody wants me.
Okay, are you going yet?
No.
You haven't even started?
No, I can't go.
Hey, everybody turn your head.
Okay, nobody look. Oh my God! Think about Niagara Falls. Think about wet things. Think about Niagara Falls. Think about
water.
Turn the faucet on.
I have to turn the faucet. What? Jeez.
Why? You don't want to stay?
It works for my
Here we
girls.
go. Oh, he's finally started. Okay, there we go. How's it going?
What kind of?
Well, I can't get the wheel to turn.
Now, if there's any kind of gaseous emission, it voids the readout.
26, 54, 56.
So,
Okay.
what'd you get? 56?
What is the readout?
56.
56.
Ooh, Chick.
Very
And
impressive.
Tom, you had 20?
24.
What was mine? 20 something? 20?
Wow. Maybe you should have your prostate checked.
Are you still going?
Yeah, I told you I had to go, man.
The test is over.
Maybe we can do a commercial break. the camel releases.
Still going.
Okay. Anybody else have to go? Well, we've got the whole.
Would you
crew
wait?
here.
I'm not done yet.
I'm sorry. So the Whiz-O-Meter. Let me see the readout.
Oh. The key is to get the wheel to spin. Sometimes your aim is a lot key to it. You
I
probably
see.
didn't hit the wheel.
You have to aim?
You have to aim.
You can't arc it in there,
I got
Tom.
a question for you.
Yeah.
Who's going to take this thing out of the urinal?
Oh, well, I'm sure we can
leave it
find an
there.
intern
Why
to do
not?
that for us.
Do we have any interns? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're heading back in.
Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7?
All day, every day.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. In case you missed it on Monday Night Football last night, Commanders beat the Bengals and the Bills beat the Jaguars. We had two Monday night games last night.
In the one game, the punters from both teams didn't even attend the game. They went to McDonald's.
Was that nice?
Went to a movie. You don't need us, do you? Yeah, we're gonna go pal up and go see a horror film. A couple of quick things. First off, that's Chick McGee. He's back.
Yeah.
After being a little under the weather. He's at the Dude Wipes sports desk.
Yeah.
He's feeling well enough to yell at us, isn't he?
Yes, all guests on the Bob and Tom
Shut up,
Show
Josh.
received Dude Wipes.
He was yelling. Jake, you were yelling at us during the break.
I was. You guys, you were trumpeting their praises of the paper ticket with the airlines.
Paper ticket?
Tom said when he goes to the
wrong with
airport,
you
The
people?
boarding pass, you
he
mean?
likes to get a paper, and I'm the same way.
I'm the same way,
Josh-
Tom. You and I are just the same.
Josh likes to use it as a bookmark.
I do.
I've done that. That's a good. He's right about that.
There's nothing easier. Buy a bookmark. There's nothing easier
Than having it on your
than
phone.
checking it on your phone.
What if your phone screws up?
Thank you, Ace.
What if your phone's
Well, no, but he's a big Luddite as far as tickets.
Yeah.
I like to collect all my tickets.
Tom
I have
just
every
told a
ticket.
story of a guy who went.
Tell me, yes.
And he couldn't get in.
He couldn't get in? Why?
His tickets were on his phone, but
Well, there
it
you
didn't
go.
work.
Tough tits.
That's not something that's...
He had tickets to see, of all people, Pearl Jam. And they postponed the show. And when he went to the show, when it was finally rescheduled and his tickets wouldn't work, even though their tickets were on his phone, visible to see, but there was some code missing. And
sucks to be him.
He got on the phone with some people and never got into the show.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Been waiting a couple of years to see.
So why want that physical ticket?
Let's see a physical
That's
ticket.
right.
I'm just saying they need to figure out a way.
They got crazy tickets where you can they move across with it look like cartoons almost. Then you can send them to people and they do the. They're amazing the way
That is real handy.
Yeah, when it
crazy.
works. When it works.
Well, paper tickets are fine when they work. What if you're taking up smoking and you burn your paper ticket?
You know, it's funny. I hadn't thought of that.
It could happen
because
could happen. Smoking.
If you were a total stoner, coming up
maybe
with
your pal can't run his phone is a stoner, and he doesn't figure out how to run his
perfectly capable
phone.
of running his phone. He runs a large corporation.
I'm sure he does. He's a doctor and a lawyer.
The point is, we have
Indian chief.
Many exciting things coming today. I want to say a special hello to Mr. Saigon. I'm probably pronouncing your name wrong.
This is a great topic. just keep going with this.
That's his name. He enjoyed our show yesterday, and the great blues artist Tad Robinson. And
is he
great
from
band.
Saigon, or did he get out of Saigon?
I think I'm mispronouncing his name. We turn to the sports desk.
It's probably Smith.
Carl Sagan.
God knows. Things we learned yesterday, which will be new to me because I did not learn them.
So you get to learn.
Maybe can I begin with a question? We talked about bands that have a song the same as the name of the band. You remember this discussion?
Yeah, big country.
Big country, big country.
Bad company, bad company.
Bad company, bad CEO.
In a big country, please.
Okay. And I forget what was the band that launched us on that topic. I forget it was
Not Wang Chung, but
that was in there.
That's everybody, Wang Chung.
Yeah,
exactly.
Apparently, there's a band called Talk Talk.
Oh, of course. Everybody talk. You don't remember that song?
I think I remember a different song called Talk Talk. But there was a band.
Have you heard it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Talk.
It's kind of interesting. The word, is it eponymous?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds like the
the
fall is eponymous. Because that's what we do at this time of the morning.
It's really taken off.
We
What
review.
are we doing again?
Okay. You want to participate or not? What have you got over there?
What are you trying to remember? It's hard. I wasn't here.
We were trying.
That is fair.
Yeah, actually, what were you trying to remember?
Poor guy wasn't here.
I can tell you this.
We may have just been recalling.
Christy, do you know who Brady Slade is?
I do not.
He's from the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Does that help at all?
No.
Okay, well, you should know. He's the winner of week 3 of
How
our...
would I know that?
I thought you were going to keep that secret till tomorrow. That's what you normally do.
No. It's the Steven Singer Jewelers gift card winner. $500 from Steven Singer Jewelers. He was our big winner. He got 14 of 16 games correct, and he won the tiebreaker. And with any luck, we'll be talking to him later this week with the Chick McGee shoe-in of the week. By the way, today, you got to get online. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Pick the games for this coming week, week 4 in the NFL. And you could be our winner.
You call us, Slade. You don't pull a Farkin.
Oh, yeah, last week. Was it?
Farkin got out of here,
Mark
didn't he?
Farkin?
Mark Farkin, yeah.
Is that his name?
Was it Harkin?
Oh, yeah.
I think it was Harkin.
Okay.
It was Harkin, yeah.
It was a Harkin?
Don't pull a Harkin.
I like Farkin better.
Once again, get your picks in before the Thursday night game starts, please. Thank you very much. bobandtom.com/contest. Back to you, Chair.
Okay, here we go. Songs that Black Sabbath has a song called Black Sabbath?
Correct.
We did mention that.
Correct.
You did mention that.
We did mention Iron Maiden.
Oh, you're right.
Iron Maiden has Iron Maiden. Motorhead has Motorhead. Talk.
Hey, you guys know that.
Green Day.
Motorhead.
Yeah.
What's
your price flight? Yeah. Ice House has a Green Day has a song called Green Day. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
Damn Yankees has a song called Damn Yankees.
Wow.
I don't know.
More than I thought.
Yeah, way more. Wow.
Interesting.
They Might Be Giants. They Might Be Giants. I always like that name for a band. They Might Be Giants. They might be.
Isn't that an old movie?
It was an old movie, yeah.
Was it a Bogart movie?
I don't know. I just the title floats in my head somewhere.
They Might Be Giants.
I like that too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I said hello to Mr. Saigon. His name is pronounced Ho Chi Minh City. Sorry.
Yeah, thank you.
That
back to
explains
you.
it, sure.
You got remarried or something.
It's very
Tad Robinson and his harmonica and his band was here yesterday.
Oh, they're good.
Very
Fabulous. Let's see. That's where Tad Robinson and his band heading to Helsinki, Finland. Tom always thought Helsinki was a funny name and it was in Sweden, and they spoke Swedish. And they don't. It's in Finland.
I don't know why in my head I always say Helsinki, no washi. I don't know why.
We wish that would stay in your head.
See, the difference between it being in your head and you talking is that everyone hears what's in your head.
When you were a little kid, didn't you think the name Helsinki was funny?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rhymes with stinky.
Yeah.
You get to say hell.
we were
A lot of
little
things
kids.
going on.
You know, and also I found weird a place called The Hague.
Yes.
Not a lot of cities have. You know, I'm
The
not
Hague?
from. I'm not from the Cleveland.
Yeah, I thought The Hague was a building. Like where people went to have meetings,
Yeah, that's
right?
what it seems like.
Yeah.
That does seem.
I thought it was pronounced the Hagui. I didn't know it was Hague.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
I thought it was some massive building where they had world leaders would go and
Hagui is
meet.
how you pronounce that street right over there, by the way.
You guys had a news story yesterday about a speeding car at 123 miles per hour?
Great
Yeah.
story.
Yeah, he had to poop.
The guy told the cop, "Sorry, officer, I had to poop." They didn't buy it. I bet they get that a lot. And my point was, if I'm the cop, I'd say, "Fine, get out of the car. You've got 30 seconds. If you don't get it out, you get the ticket." But I mean, have you ever had to poop so bad that it's essentially voluntary manslaughter
And then
going
Tom,
123?
No, and then Tom shared a story about how he did it in his car.
You know that story.
Pooped in his car.
No. I'm going to tell you yesterday. He told me this morning. He just said last night he was feeling a little, which might be what my problem.
Oh, yeah,
he had a little bowel uproar, and he said he slept in 2 pair of underwear just in case.
He's been doing that lately.
It's true. Yeah.
Just in case.
That's a sign of.
Why don't you get adult diapers just in case?
Like
you know something?
And I'm not joking.
I had a little bit of an intestinal issue. I'm not sure. I think I ate the wrong thing at lunchtime. And, the adult diaper is quite a leap.
Well,
I'm not quite there
2
yet.
pairs of underwear is a leap, too.
Yeah.
Unless you're a sorority girl on her period.
Wouldn't you rather?
And she forgot, I don't have tampons, I'll just do this.
Wouldn't you rather just throw away than have to wash those?
No, nothing happened. Both pairs of underpants were fine this morning.
What if it had happened?
Well, then we'd have an issue.
You'd throw them both away, but you don't have to clean your sheets.
I can't put them in the washing machine because I can't wake the dogs up.
Build a new
That's
basement.
sad. I don't want that life.
No.
Where I can't make noise in the house I effing built.
I remember.
Worked my ass off.
I creep around my house in the morning. I have 3 dogs, and if they get up, they have to go out.
My dad told me one time, he said, "Boy, that ain't no way to live."
Yeah.
That's exactly what it sounds like, Tom.
Yeah.
It's no way to live.
No, they're fine, I hope. I take them out sometimes. It's just kind of an ordeal. I
What, your underwear or the dogs?
No, the dogs.
Are they in their crates?
3 in the morning. Yeah, some of them. It's complicated. But I have to creep around.
At your own home.
That's the complicated.
It makes me so sad.
No, it's fine.
They're dogs. They hear you.
Yeah, they smell you. There's no way they don't know that you're up.
Yeah. But if I go
you're not fooling the dogs. I hope you know that.
The dogs live in the same room as the washing machine. And if I go in there and throw a load in, which I would have to do had I soiled the dual pairs of underpants, it would have probably been baggie and then garbage can. Wouldn't be the first time I've jettisoned underwear. But the point is, everything was fine. There were no incidents.
And you feel good this morning?
I feel fine.
Okay, good.
And it was easy to sleep in 2 pair of underwear? I can't sleep in 1.
Yeah.
It was What did you find it somehow comforting?
Like a hug?
Like an X-ray blanket for your
that's as close as I got to a hug last night. When you announced to your fellow sleep person, by the way, I've had some pretty severe diarrhea. Somehow they are awfully far away in that bed.
Yeah.
Boy.
That'll happen.
Yeah, I can't believe she didn't run to a Hampton.
Quite the romantic.
Honey, I'm wearing 2. You may notice I'm wearing 2.
If you smell anything during the night, that's me.
That's fine. Oh, that's sad. I'll be at the W.
Actually, I didn't give anybody a hug last night. I waved at them across the pool.
What a life.
Was that father? Yeah, I think so. Anyway,
I shouted.
I know. Hey, are you spending time
Marco's
in
a pool
the
boy.
pool house?
I shouted across the pool, "Good night." Got no response.
You're bunking in the pool house? Is that what I'm hearing?
No, they were out there doing something.
Swimming. It's
Probably swimming.
Probably avoiding me, I think.
Well, it does sound like heaven over there.
I can't go in the pool. You can't go in the pool when you've got potential diarrhea.
Oh, man.
that's a sign
you'd have
right
to wear,
there.
You'd have to wear 2 swim trunks.
Yeah, honestly, you haven't been in your pool, have you?
Yeah, no, I finally took a dip.
Oh, you finally
good.
did.
It was delightful.
Okay, good.
Oh, sure. I would hope
I can
so.
see why people own these.
Have you done it in the pool yet?
You got to do it in the pool.
That's magic.
Oh,
Beautiful.
It's a counter.
She'll probably get an infection of some sort. Very common when you do it in the pool.
Really common, especially with someone who's had diarrhea. It's really
Yes.
So can we go back to the guy who claims he had to poop, and so he was going 123 miles an hour?
Yeah, you got pulled over. Yeah, we already did that. Okay, next.
Wow.
Christy taking the reins.
I fought my bowels and the law won.
I fought my bowels and the bowels won.
Yeah, well, okay.
The Float On was played yesterday.
Oh, that was
fun.
great.
Not the Modest Mouse.
No.
Yeah.
That silly one.
Yeah,
By the floaters.
By
What
the
do you mean?
floaters.
Oh, I love I do
killed
not
it,
like
too.
the
It's
Modest
great.
Mouse Float On.
You prefer, hey, Taurus.
My name is Charles. Yes, and my name is Charles.
Just silliness.
Hi, Larry.
That's Larry.
In short, a strumpet. A whore.
And you know what, lady? If you feel that this is you, then this is what I want you to do.
Ready, ladies?
It ain't gonna suck itself.
Take my hand.
It ain't gonna suck itself.
Let me take you to Love Land. It's off to Love Land.
You must be this tall to get into Love Land.
Show you how sweet it could be.
I love this part.
With Larry.
There you go. Thank you, Larry.
Oh, that's funny.
That is
Yeah, that's
so
funny.
funny.
That's the thing.
No, I think they meant that, I hope.
I would hope so. I think they're trying to be real sexy
We
and
spent a
sweet.
lot of time making
do you know
fun
what?
of that song.
Who comes in next?
Larry.
Charles.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember his sign?
I'm Charles. Sagittarius. No. I
No,
don't
that's you.
know. Taurus. I don't know. What was Larry? I forget Larry's.
Larry
was
Cancer.
Cancer.
The sign Cancer.
Cancer.
Unfortunately.
My name is
Charles.
Larry. I'm a Cancer. Stop it.
Well, what is Charles?
I can't remember.
Let's hear.
No, I don't have the whole tune there. What is it? I should remember. Ace, help me here. Come on.
I'll look up the lyrics.
Okay. Well, don't look it up. We have to play
I
it.
think he can verify Motorhead, but he can't verify the Floaters.
I understand that. That's perfectly
I almost went
acceptable.
to see them a few years ago.
The Floaters?
Yeah, they were at the convention.
You know how I love stories of yours that end in almost. Nothing better.
The Floaters.
That's right.
The best use of the word almost is in the movie Carnal Knowledge, Jack Nicholson.
I was almost
to
in
Anne
living
Margaret.
color. Sure you were. Yeah.
Remember, did you ever see that movie, John?
I have not seen Carnal Knowledge.
Okay, I
no.
found it. If you are
Go
doing
ahead.
away,
No, go
it's
ahead.
Libra.
Libra, and my name is Charles. Okay,
Yes.
good to know.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
That would have been bothering someone with OCD all day.
He said, "Now I like a woman who's quiet."
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
This
Good
thing
luck, Charles.
Float On lasts for like 8 minutes.
Yeah, it's great.
yeah.
It's pure bliss.
It's just silliness.
Can you
I'd
imagine
stack that up against Modest Mouse any day of the
Can you
week.
imagine the live version of that in concert? I bet it goes on for 20 minutes.
God, yes, of course it does.
They probably bring people up from the audience.
Well,
what's your sign and what do you do to make a lady happy or maybe
meanwhile,
a
I'd be
gentleman?
YouTubing how to make a clinch knot.
I have to tell you, Chick, when Paul Holdman from the band, from Tad Robinson's band, went in to Float On, you could tell they were fans of the show because there's no other reason they would have worked that song up.
Now this is music.
We don't hear this.
I love it.
This doesn't sound. First of all, whatever instrument they're using hurts my ears.
Sounds like a garbage can lid.
It does sound like a garbage
Oh, I'm sorry, Papa. Too loud.
Listen to this. This isn't.
Turn that noise down. I want to hear those other fellas sing about what sign they are.
You are pathetic.
This is Float On, Modest Mouse, I guess.
Yeah, the beginning of this sounds like that one where the guy's prancing around in the kilt.
That's no good.
What's that thing?
Come on, Eileen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, Eileen. We used to love playing Come on, Eileen into the biggest part of me. Remember that tune?
Now, what is this they're playing? I can't.
You like it.
It's a processed guitar.
It is.
In the beginning, it sounds like a drum machine. It may not be.
Why don't they just play the guitar instead of processing it like
True.
I tell you because they're young hippies. Young, stupid hippies is what they are.
They are not young. Yeah, they're not.
Anyway.
It's kind of cool. Doesn't that sound like it's about to go into Come On
A little
Eileen?
bit, yeah.
That was a good song.
That was a good song. Huge hit, yeah.
Now,
it's better than Leo.
What's your sign? What's your sign there?
Taurus.
And then what? Do you remember how the lyric goes?
The
structure.
Just a guy talking. Yeah,
no, but there's a structure. Let's listen first. There's a structure to this.
Hard.
Cancer.
So you do your astrological sign.
My name is Larry.
Taurus. My name is Josh.
Yeah.
Great. Followed
And I
by.
love a woman who.
Now followed by here's part of the structure of this.
And I like a woman that loves everything and everybody.
Okay, now you got it. Go ahead.
Oh, you want me to do this?
Yes. Go
Acapella, no less. What a
Yeah, I know.
Taurus.
No.
What do you mean, no?
Pat, count them off.
I'm not going to There's no music.
Let the man do his thing.
Here, do this one.
All right. Can't do you.
I don't know when the lyrics come in.
Taurus.
There you go.
I'm Josh.
No.
You F word.
And my name is Josh.
No, that's
Let him do his
I'm not. I am not.
Don't play along.
I'm done.
Moment's
I am
gone.
not. You are not fun to play with.
You can do the pizzas. You can do
Mom, the new neighbor kid, not fun to play with.
No. I don't know what his problem
doesn't play
is.
fair.
And I like a woman who delivers a pizza.
Why don't you do it?
Oh,
You
he's
do
writing
me.
it for you.
His little palate cleanser.
A warm bath.
Little sorbet.
Yes.
Maybe we can get the instrumental version of the floaters. Maybe we get that to help.
Yeah,
Josh
let me
along
whip
with
that
it.
up for
You think I'm going to continue?
Yeah, he
In
wants
a
no
second.
way.
All right, we'll get back to this. It's so important. Coming up, we have some interesting sporting news from the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. Some great stuff in the world
Don't
of
say
news
it.
today from our all-new Bob and Tom Ag Desk. Very excited about this. A terrific story that will actually have an interesting effect on this forthcoming season. That's right. I'm talking about the fall.
He is on one today.
Oh, boy.
It's all about clarity. I'm semi-unfocused on the show today because I'm focusing on my sphincter and making sure that we can tell.
Are you wearing right now, you have to tell us yes or no, 2 pair of underwear?
No, I only have the one on, but I have a backup pair in the office.
Oh boy, I bet that's
That ain't no way to live, man.
And then
That
I
ain't no way
got a
to
backup pair of pants
Undies on
and
this desk.
socks, just in case it's really bad.
Socks
is
down into your socks.
Okay.
Trips into your socks.
And we had a funny story involving socks yesterday. But right now, this part of the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp is about accessing therapy in a rather elegant manner, in a much easier manner. Connecting yourself to yourself is important. That's what therapy is all about. Get your sense of wonder back. It's not just, it's certainly not a sign of weakness. It's actually a sign of strength. And therapy isn't just for someone who's experienced some kind of trauma. Therapy can help you get some positive coping skills and maybe set some healthy boundaries. So rediscover your curiosity, therapy, and try getting it through BetterHelp. What is this all about? Well, it's about getting that therapy by going online, so it's a lot more convenient. You still have, of course, the privacy of dealing with a therapist. The way it works is you'll get this questionnaire. You fill it out. You'll be linked with one of, I think it's 35,000 now licensed therapists that are participating in this program. You can switch therapists anytime if he or she isn't working for you. By the way, there's no additional fee. Find out what I'm talking about by checking out BetterHelp by going to BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Add that /BT Show to knock 10% off your first month. Once again, it's BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. That's BetterHelp.com/BT Show. By the way, the therapy can be done texting back and forth, or you can do it talking like you're on the phone, or even with the camera on, like a Zoom call. It's about what works for you, about flexibility, and not having to drive halfway across town. And it's a different way of accessing therapy. I certainly recommend it. The Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. Coming up, we'll have Christy Lee over there at the Silac News Desk.
Yes.
We may be able to get Josh to play. Tell us what he wants.
I was playing. Wasn't I?
Wasn't
I?
You were.
Good news for folks that like their caffeine coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
For a complete copy of the
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
By the way, that's how I get around the office. I don't like to walk. I like to pretend I'm riding a horse. It just makes the day fly by. Thanks, I wrote that myself.
Blue, you look great. You got some great tats you got there. I don't have any tats. I have some moles I should have checked. But my advice from you, Blue, don't ever buy marijuana from the Easter Bunny. Hang on, I want to keep that joke fresh.
For breakfast the other day, they had a thing on the menu called a protein scramble. In my head, I'm going, that just sounds healthy. And I read the ingredients. Basically, it was an egg omelet with chicken meat in it. Yeah, a chicken omelet, which is wrong. You don't take the eggs out of the chicken and then cook the chicken and put it in the eggs.
Dreams can come true. They really can. Sometimes you got to hang in there for a little while, you know? Like in high school, I wanted nothing more than a 1983 280ZX. Oh, and last year for $500, that dream came true.
I feel good, folks. I lost 9 pounds. How about that? I tried everything. I was on Weight Watchers. No. I was on Jenny Craig. And she's like, get off me, fatty.
Apparently, have you heard this? You can't flash truckers anymore because people online said, oh, you didn't get their consent. I learned the hard way. And I'm telling you right now, truckers are the only people I'm not going to get consent from. The consent was that CDL license, bitch.
Working for Randy from Illinois, yeah, all the way to security. My work was on point every day, but still the same old song. Long came my evaluation saying everything I did was wrong. Now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. But still no raise. Just filed an offer to transfer. Wonder what that pays. They're gonna take me to California, gonna put me in HR. Just pay me a boatload of money on state to pigeon forge. Swear to God, now I drive a compact. I should have learned a trade. I ain't got no money. I'm working for minimum wage. Dick bastards took my money, so I turned sort of mean. Went from calling him a puss to breaking the vending machine. I keep doing my job, and I want Randy to know. There'll be a time when I own his company, just need my boat to be sold. Still drive a compact, but now it needs new brakes. I ain't going nowhere.
This is Bob and Tom Radio. Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Costaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit U4Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
This is Ernie Fergler reminding you Wednesday morning on the Bob and Tom Show. I'll be. Oh, hold on, just a minute. Okay, we need to locate some. Just read this. Okay, is it Irma? Ima. Would the following person please report to my office? I'm a jackass. I'm a jack. Okay, fine. That's Wednesday morning on the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom. The Bob and Tom Show, Wednesday morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide on bobandtom.com.
Just around the corner.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. For those of you who think we're trying to pull back on blatant hostility, that is not the case. We're in full flower today, in case you're wondering.
Oh, real quick, Chicks, there are some who say that Modest Mouse is the new Steely Dan.
Is that right?
Yeah,
I like the way Steely Dan played the guitars. I don't like the way these...
Oh, so you must like the way Modest Mouse. Well,
hi, Tom. How are you?
I'm doing great. That's Josh over there.
Don't try to talk me into Modest Mouse.
That's Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. We're trying to talk Josh into playing.
Hey, look.
We got into a floaters kick yesterday, and the great song Float On, in which each band member introduces himself and says what he likes in a woman.
At least twice I went along, and you shut me down both times.
Yeah, you kind of did.
But see, Josh... There's a certain protocol, if you will.
I really feel like I was following it.
The way this was.
were.
I'll give you one more shot at it, and then the quiz will begin.
You know, the thing, our various breads and butters has always been, we don't know what's going to happen. We're here live. We just go ahead and go. But then when Josh starts talking, you go, nope, hold it. Now try it this. See, that's the actual opposite.
But it's like playing with my nieces when I'm Ken and they're Barbie, and I go, hey, let's go to a party. They go, no, you say, how about we go to the dance? Oh, okay. How about we go to the dance?
You got some really bright nephews and nieces.
This is what it's like.
This is a classic. See, you don't particularly care for the song. I find it an absolute classic.
Well, look, so you're Ken, you're Ken and your nieces are Barbie, and that's how
right.
You guys play?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
There's zero progressive learning in my family.
Let's get back to the topic. Here we go. You got it down now?
I mean, I do.
Go ahead.
You tell me when.
I'm waiting for it to come around.
What's around?
Here we go. Go ahead, Josh.
All right.
You want to wait for them to do their singing?
No. I want to wait for you to shut up.
Okay, the ladies stop singing.
As they come along.
Any minute now.
Oh, this will be good.
This is probably this one. Here you go. Go ahead.
Taurus. And my name is Josh.
I think you really need to pause just a hair.
See, now
we can fix you in the mix.
You're enough of a dick as it is. You don't have to try.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just forget it.
Now, what do you want in a woman?
Just forget it.
Taurus. And my name is Josh. And I'm looking for a woman who knows how to read the news.
Oh, there you go.
She has glasses, blonde, and a husband who I'll tie to a chair.
Does he get to watch?
Forced to watch us make love.
That took a turn. I did. I apologize to everyone out there.
No, I apologize. Every time I see Andy, I swear to God, I walk up and I'm waiting for him to punch me in the face.
He's very nice.
He's too nice.
Well, I will say that I had a conversation with my youngest, Sophie, the other day, and we were talking. She was having she had a generalization about how men suck. And she goes, except Andy and Josh.
Oh, well, that's nice. Now, was it something that you know that I am guilty of?
No, she
where
just
you had to
thinks-
go. Actually, Josh has that too.
No, she really thinks
She liked the way you played Barbie and Ken with her.
Yes.
she thinks you got your act together. She likes that.
Oh well, that's. I have another one fooled.
I see. Well, now have we concluded on what we learned in yesterday's show?
Yes.
Is anything else of interest?
No.
Tom, I like that floater song. But the thing is, I don't believe it. I don't believe that it's sexy to anyone. I think it's
it's funny.
I think we all like it because it's silly and fun.
It was the 70s. It was funny.
Okay.
I mean that era of what's your sign?
Yeah.
Not the Bill Engvall version of it, but the.
But they're being earnest. I don't think the floaters are doing that as a joke.
Well, in R&B at the time, hey baby, what's going on?
Yeah.
Right. So they're just doing what they thought was cool.
Yeah.
But we like it because it's so not cool.
Right.
Yeah, but can you imagine if someone came up to you and that was the first thing they really wanted to know?
What's your sign?
What's your sign?
I'm still always kind of interested. Aren't you? Just for fun?
Yeah, I pay attention
Yeah,
a
it's
little
fun.
bit.
Are you kidding?
You never look up like who you match with?
Yeah.
What for? That's idiotic.
Science.
In your mind, it's idiotic.
My numerologist told me that. That's complete BS. I think that we've established that. You know who's super into that, don't you?
No.
The former Mrs. Costaki, if you will.
Oh, okay. That
comedian or the
astrology?
The comedian?
Yeah, she's really into that.
Oh.
And we're going to talk with Costaki Economopoulos. All Pro Lines is where you find Costaki, and he's our NFL correspondent. We had a couple big games last evening, and real quick, I want to remind you, the Big Skin Picks Bob and Tom feature kicks in again today. You've got until the Thursday nighter to get your entries in. bobandtom.com/contest. Each week, a $500 gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. Our winner for week 3 is a Mr. Brady Slade from the Commonwealth of Kentucky. He was one of many people who got 14 out of 16 games, and it looks like he won the tiebreaker. So we'll switch gears and head over to the Dude Wipes Sports Desk.
Hey, Dude Wipes, you remember that, this is just good science. Dump your toilet paper because wet cleans better than dry. Try Dude Wipes for the best clean, pants down. I hate to get upset with you, but you just need to do it today. Get rid of your TP and climb on some Dude Wipes. Huh? You can do it for everything. Give yourself a nice shower in the middle of the day, right there in your car.
Bath right there in your car.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Rookie Jaden Daniels throws for 2 touchdowns, ran for a score. He had more incompletions than he did. He had only 3 incompletions and 2 touchdowns passing and 1 running as the Commanders beat Cincinnati. In Cincinnati, 38-33 last night, 21-23, 254 yards. The number 2 overall draft pick set an NFL rookie record for completion percentage at 91.3%. And now the Bengals fall to 0-3. And meanwhile, in Orchard Park, we had 2 Monday night games last night. Josh Allen throws for 4 touchdown passes in the first half, and the Buffalo Bills scored on each of their first 5 drives in a 47-10 win over Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville Jaguars. I guess the team doesn't look like a football team to most anyone. But and Damar Hamlin last night made his first career interception, the latest milestone for the Bills' safety in his recovery from that near-death experience. He was in perfect position to pick off Trevor Lawrence's overthrown pass intended for Brian Thomas Jr. last night in the second quarter against Jacksonville.
Now, coming up, we have our new report from the Ag Desk from Christy Lee, a former Ag reporter.
Yep.
We have 2 stories involving agriculture. One of them will have a severe effect possibly on this fall.
Oh.
You'll be very surprised when I tell you what it is when we come back. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. The show is also out there for you on our YouTube channel. Watch and subscribe.
Hello, my name is Alexa. If you have a smart speaker and what to hear, Bob and Tom Radio, just say Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn. Now, you try it.
Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
That's the first smart thing you've said to me since you took me out of the box.
The steroid era is about to start entering the Hall of Fame.
I think so. Might happen. Let me grab that.
Okay.
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, gang, it's Babe Ruth.
Hey, the Bambino, the Sultan of SWAT, here in the Hall of Fame, right?
Sure is.
Yeah, sure, Dad. You know, we don't get the best reception up here in heaven, so let me get this right, Dad. I heard we got a pudgy old bag named Rains headed to Cooperstown.
Well, never mind. Why bother? Yes, you're
Hey,
correct.
they've lowered their standards. I knew it was bad when Cobb didn't go to bed for the last 2 days and still washed his sheets. Dad, back in my day, if you didn't hit at least 600 home runs and bang twice as many dames, you didn't stand a chance. And how? Now they got these steroids we hear about. Hell, all we had was yellow fever, polio, and warts. And that's just what they put in the hot dogs, Dad. Hey, listen, the train's leaving. We got Gigawater and a box of Stogies. I'll see you in Cooperstown.
Just in case you were wondering, Cool Whip is winning. Cool Whip is winning over Ready Whip in our survey. It's 31%. Unbelievable. 31% Ready Whip and 69%.
Yeah! Nobody else votes. The voting is done. You see, baby.
All right. We understand. We understand where everyone's body parts are. Thank you very much.
That's
Sitting or standing or
You're
lying
the
down.
yin, I'm the yang. Now take my big fang, put it right.
All right, we got it. Hi, thanks very much for joining us. With us in the studio, comedian Dean Edwards, and Dean is a veteran of Saturday Night Live. I know that you mentioned you didn't mention you did a great Chris Rock, dead on Chris Rock.
Yeah, I did a little bit of Chris Rock.
Have you worked with Chris?
Yeah, well, you know, Chris and I, being both SNL alum, it's funny because I used to see Chris in the clubs all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But once I got cast on SNL, then Chris is very sort of reserved into himself and you know, cool with his friends, and he's very, very polite, but if he doesn't know you, he's looking at you like, I don't know you, you know. Mm-hmm. So once I got on the show, every time I saw him, he was very sort of big brother, very you know, strong with his advice. I remember one time Tracy Morgan and I are sitting in this comedy club in New York, the Comedy Cellar, and we had just had Jack Black was a guest host, and Chris walks in. He's like, you know what? I never watched that show. The one time I watched them, they still don't use black people. I was like, actually, Chris, you know, I was in 4 sketches this past week. He's like, you wasn't in them. You're just in the background. Don't ever be happy they throw you a bone. You got talent. Only the dude without talent is happy they throw him a bone in, which I appreciate. And then he sat there for a good 35 minutes lecturing me on gotta keep writing hard. Just every week, write 2 sketches and an update. 2 sketches. Meanwhile, Tracy Morgan is sitting there, Chris, you ain't never gave me that advice. When I started on the show, you never gave me advice like that. I'd appreciated some of that advice. Mm-hmm. That's how Tracy is, though.
That's how he is.
Bob and Tom Show. The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
And then the thing between your back door and your
what?
genitalium is the perineum. Is that what it is? Perineum?
Perineum.
Okay.
Perineum. Just refer to it as the...
That's like an azalea.
In slang, can we use the word taint instead of the
taint,
back
of course.
door?
My husband calls it the beach.
The beach.
Really?
You know, you can almost hear...
Hey, let's have a little picnic at the beach.
Why does he call it the beach?
I don't know.
That little area down there is the
You mean
beach?
he goes, oops, I hit the beach. Is that what he says?
No, when we've
Does
talked
he,
about this subject before.
Does he
and
like it?
said,
Does he like it when you're on the beach? Does he like you to?
He likes it on the beach.
He lives in a different century than me.
You play with his beach?
No, I'm
likes
just
it when
saying
you
that's
play
what
with
he
the
calls that area.
And how does that come up in conversation, as a general rule? Pass the salt, by the way, my beach itches.
All right, man, let's hit the beach.
Oh, yeah.
And the sign said anybody caught trespassing will be shot on sight. So I jumped over the fence and yelled at the house, "Hey, what gives me?"
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
You're so weird.
You have no idea. Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Jeff Oscar's Wordle.
That's right.
Keeps my mind fertile. My morning mental hurdle. I play with my wife, Myrtle. Should I post today's score? Yesterday was 4. I'll text my daughter and son if I get it in 1.
Woo.
Wow.
This song brought to you by rhymezone.com.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Have you taken your girls lately to one of those?
Sure.
Okay.
I'm a big fan.
I saw a guy, he cracks the egg and then uses the yolk to write a little message to you on the side.
Oh, that's nice.
They got a few new gags there.
So there's one place I would like to go, except they have terrible ventilation. If you think next year's next the corner.
Welcome back.
It's an art.
To the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Good to be here.
There's Pat Godwin.
Hello, Chick.
In the main studio. There's Josh Arnold. Chick. There's Ace Cosby. Hey. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom.
Well, hello, Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk.
Mr. Artist.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, game recognizes game, right?
Yeah.
There it is.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh, very good. Very good. We have been speaking with Mr. McGee at the Dude Wipes Sports Desk. Anything else of interest over there?
Doctors are warning of serious health risks associated with a sport called slap fighting. Well, no.
Is this from the No S. Sherlock Institute or the Mr. Obvious Institute?
A sport involves competitors taking turns to deliver bare, open-handed, full-force strikes to the cheek, slaps. The recent study published in JAMA determined that slap fighting can lead to serious brain damage. An analysis of 78 fights involving 333 slaps found that more than half of the participants had visible signs of a concussion.
Yowza.
The alarm was raised in 2021. Polish slap fighter Artur Walczak suffered a brain bleed during a match as he was knocked out and lost consciousness.
Oh.
Despite hospital treatment, he died weeks later of multiple organ failure.
Yikes.
Linked to his head injury.
Oh.
Well, he wasn't a Polish hospital. Who knows what they tried to do.
So,
and the guy punched him with a clenched fist.
The next time you give me a story to read, please tell me it ends in death before I start reading
Well, I just think this is such a stupid sport. It's taking off worldwide. It's ridiculous.
I mean, it's hard to watch. We've all seen videos.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Have you seen the commercial? Have you seen the commercial with Ike Turner?
Oh,
it's just terrible.
Wow, that's
Chris Brown would have been more timely.
Will Smith,
and even that.
Oh, sure,
Will
that would have
Smith.
been, yeah.
Maybe, I think Will Smith should be on the logo the way Larry Bird is on the NBA logo, and of a silhouette of Will Smith.
That's Jerry West.
Oh, sorry, excuse me, you're correct. But Will Smith, what is he hitting Chris Rock?
Yes.
I think you've got to be an idiot to do this. Don't you think? I mean, unless you wear a helmet.
Yeah, wear a helmet.
You ever heard these like underground stories of guys who they go to like corporate offices and their job is just to get slapped in the face? It's like they pay you just to be slapped in the face, and these
high
like sort of Wolf of Wall Street type stuff.
Yeah, right.
This is a.
I don't know if there are actual reports of it or not, but like there are I've seen 3 or 4 like things that have referenced this before. Where you just,
so people can go in there and just take out their frustrations on somebody?
Yeah, you just get smacked in the face. Can you imagine?
No.
This job kind of feels like that.
This job
You never know when you're going to get...
feels exactly like that. Time for you to go in there and get slapped in the face. Okay, thanks.
You're not going to get CTE. You may need therapy for life.
Right. There's nothing physical.
Subtle distinction. Anything else going on over there in the world of sports?
David, oh, good Lord. Here we go.
Stupid world record.
Keep in mind how important this is to Tom, everyone.
Okay, the man likes it.
David Rush has reclaimed the Guinness World Record for the most target hits with chopsticks in 1 minute. Rush first broke the record in 2020 with 19 chopsticks sticking to a target, but it was bested with a mark of 4.
Is he using them like darts, Tom?
Yeah, he's throwing them. That may be a typo. Sorry.
Standing 13 feet away from an archery target, Rush took back the title. 28 chopsticks is the new record.
Yikes.
He's heaving them into a target, yeah.
Did he have to sharpen them?
I don't think so.
What kind of target is it?
It looks like a bullseye.
Where's the video? Don't we get to see the video?
There's a video of this, if you want to see it.
Did you watch the video?
Yeah, I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So is he just like, are they darts? It just throws them
He's
into
kind
the
of
wall?
heaving them end over end.
Wooden?
Yeah. I mean, think about all the restaurants he had to go to eat dinner and... Hey, can we take the chopsticks home? I'm trying to get a world record here.
Well, in my house.
It would have been easier with forks, don't you think?
Yes.
I don't know. A fork would be hard.
Yeah, you're right. It would stick into something better, but it might be harder to
Did
actually
he
get
use
it to
wooden chopsticks or stainless steel?
I think they're wooden. Now, did you ever see the movie Mystery? Is it Mystery Men?
I have seen Mystery Men.
Where the guy heaves. What is
forks, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of knives, that's the first half of that movie is really funny.
That movie has one joke. William H. Macy's superhero character is the shoveler. And they said, what is your superhero? And he goes, I shovel. Very, very well. That's
superpower. Half a good movie there, but the notion of throwing forks is so funny.
The Blue Raja threw the fork.
Yeah,
Hank Azaria?
Yeah.
But I thought that was kind of a cool record. Now, catching chopsticks would be tough.
Yeah.
They were throwing it. You could lose an eye.
Sure.
Yeah, I see. Now, is there anything...
lose your wonton.
Yeah. I don't know which would be worse.
That's it, Tom. That's it from the sports desk.
Good, because yesterday, Oskar was doing preseason hockey scores.
It was amazing.
So fun.
I bet you enjoyed that, John.
I did very much.
Yeah.
I mean, Tom's face,
He was
though.
so aggravated.
Tom had no idea Jeff was going to start reading preseason.
All
hockey.
scores.
Yeah, it was just absolutely
He was not happy.
Okay, well,
I
here we
do
go.
enough getting the scores from Monday Night Football in. He still gives me the dirty look.
Okay, here we go.
Lucky, this is what you farted for.
Doesn't have anything to do with David Rush. I don't want to hear about it. Christy?
I don't know where I want to go here. We have
All
time.
right.
Well, before we go anywhere, let me remind you about our pigskin picks. You got to get your entries in before the Thursday night game starts in pro football. Make your picks at bobandtom.com/contest. Each week, a $500 gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. Our latest winner is Brady Slade from the Commonwealth of Kentucky. Oh, I'm sorry. It was a two-way tie for first place. He got 14 of 16 games correct, and he won the tiebreaker. So he wins that gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. And you can be part of it. Log on today. Once again, it's bobandtom.com/contest. You don't have to pick against the spread. Just go for it. Have some fun. And we now transfer ourselves over to the Silac Insurance News Desk, Christy Lee.
This kind of has a sports slant. Video posted online captured the moment when 8 bulls escaped from the festival rodeo at the Emerald Square Mall in Massachusetts, while the animals charging through a crowded parking lot shows them knocking down fencing and making their way toward U.S. Highway 1. The North Attleboro Fire Department said 7 of the 8 were corralled later that day. 1 was still on the loose as of yesterday afternoon. Now, how the bulls escaped is still under investigation.
It's obviously someone's first rodeo.
Clearly.
You never hear about that.
No.
It's always, this isn't my first.
Oh, sorry, this is my first rodeo.
This is my first rodeo.
Yeah.
Doesn't that seem like an odd place for a rodeo?
Massachusetts?
I mean, aren't there a lot of China shops there? I would think. Have you seen the video of this thing? It's like, are you kidding me? These giant bulls running around this mall.
Yikes.
Seems like kind of who thought of that idea?
Mall parking lots, they have circuses now.
Yeah, I saw the circus there not too long
Yeah, they have
ago.
all kinds of things. Haunted houses.
Used cars.
Cars,
Yeah.
chicks, right? Car sales.
And or Asian rugs. And all sorts of things.
It must be a good place to rent.
Anything to get people back to the mall.
I guess so. I'm all in favor. It just seems like an odd place for a rodeo.
Well.
These bulls charging. The only thing they charged at the mall was my wife.
Oh, boy.
Hello there. The
Break out the scissors. the Diners Club card.
The Slauson cutoff. It's a parking lot, you see. It's a Massachusetts thing.
Good news from the science front. If you're a coffee drinker, research suggests moderate caffeine consumption may lower your risk of developing multiple cardiometabolic diseases.
Unfortunately, no one in America practices moderation when it comes to their coffee.
Or anything else.
Researchers found regular coffee or caffeine intake, especially at moderate levels, was associated with a lower risk of developing 2 or more cardiometabolic diseases such as type 2 diabetes, coronary heart disease, and stroke.
How about that?
Compared to non-consumers, those who consumed 3 cups of coffee a day had a nearly 50% reduced risk for developing such disease.
That's huge.
That is a
especially if you have like a triple bacon cheeseburger. That adds to it. Yeah. My health insurance actually pays for a daily latte.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Good for you, because you're there a lot.
That explains my premium.
So 6 Mountain Dews a day keeps the doctor away, perhaps.
You may have misheard that.
I didn't hear that properly. Coming up, we have beer in the news. We have fascinating news from the agriculture desk with Christy Lee today.
Couple of great stories.
Am I the only one in the room that likes the taste of beer?
I like
Ace,
the
you
taste of beer.
Christy, you do?
Yeah.
I do not. That's why I drink Miller Lite, because it's got that less taste to it. But
less taste? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, Ace.
Ace, it's more taste, less filling.
Well, they did not hit you with their marketing, did they?
It's taste great, less filling.
I'm not doing the slogan. I'm just saying.
No, we know. Everybody's got a different opinion.
What's the classic joke is, why is it like having sex in a canoe?
You're
just effing close to water. Okay, thank you, Ace. Coming up, a story about how people, in fact, a huge number of people like the taste of beer without the booze. We've got that coming up in Oktoberfest news, but right now.
Simply Safe, the do-it-yourself home security system. I needed a security system about a decade ago now, and I deserve the best, of course. Who but me, huh? Why not me? Why not now?
Why not?
Who else?
Yeah.
Why not, Josh? That's right. That's why I picked Simply Safe.
Remember that song, Why Not Me?
It's protected my home now for about 10 years. Stop talking about bad music. With Fast Protect monitoring and LiveGuard protection at Simply Safe, the Simply Safe agents can act within 5 seconds of receiving your alarm. They can even see and speak to intruders and stop them in their tracks. You'll never be locked into a long-term contract. Cancel at any time. Pricing transparent and affordable. Less than $1 a day. No hidden fees ever. Simply Safe been named Best Home Security by U.S. News & World Report for 5 years running, and Best Customer Service in Home Security, according to Newsweek. Easy to install and activate your Simply Safe system yourself. Let's put it this way. I did it, or you can choose professional installation and have a pro do it for you. Protect your home with, we got you a deal, 50% off a new Simply Safe system, plus a free indoor security camera when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. Remember, there's no safe like Simply Safe.
Well, thank you very much, Chick
Why Not
McGee.
Me from the Judds in 1984?
Maybe that was a cover. I forget who did the original.
I can't find anything. That or Enrique Iglesias did a Why Not Me song.
No, I like him. He's very nice. Coming up, we're gonna get the show. Is it Shovel Man? Who was it again? The Shoveler.
The Shoveler.
We'll see if we get
He
the
shovels very well.
Shoveler to dig him out of his crabby mood. When we come back, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7?
All day, every day.
Bob and Tom.
Attention Fergler shoppers and Bob and Tom listeners, this is Ernie Fergler. Tomorrow on the Bob and Tom Show, you'll probably hear the kids back in screen doors pull another prank on me. But that's okay. It makes it a lot easier for me to decide who's going to have shopping cart corral duty. This is Ernie Fergler reminding you that's tomorrow on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide on bobandtom.com.
Hi, this is Augie Smith, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, Augie, Mark Allison with you. Augie was our special in-studio guest last Friday, and he killed it. Augie, always funny, and especially last Friday. Hope you caught that show. Hey, make your football picks now at bobandtom.com/contest. You can win a $500 gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. All you have to do is pick the winners each week of the pro football season, and if you pick the most winners, you could win that $500 Steven Singer Jewelers gift card. Real diamonds from a real jeweler, and you could pick against Chick McGee in the shoe-in of the week. Again, bobandtom.com/contest. Get your picks in an hour before kickoff on Thursday night's game. We're heading into week 4. Steven Singer's website, IHateStevenSinger.com. That's what all the other jewelers say. This is Bob and Tom Radio. Good morning, I'm Mark Allison with some things you may have missed in the business world. Asian shares have advanced, with Chinese markets logging the biggest gains after the central bank announced a slew of measures to support the faltering economy. Shares in Hong Kong jumped 3.6%. U.S. futures, however, flat, while oil prices gained. On Monday, U.S. stock indexes breached new highs, with the S&P 500 gaining slightly to edge past its record set on Thursday. Tesla helped drive the market and eliminated the last of its formerly sharp loss for the year so far. A former top executive in Sam Bankman-Fried's fallen FTX cryptocurrency empire faces the possibility of years in prison when she is sentenced later today for fraud. But prosecutors say Caroline Ellison deserves leniency for her extraordinary cooperation with their investigation of the company. Ellison, 29 years old, she pleaded guilty nearly 2 years ago and testified against Bankman-Fried at a trial. He was convicted of fraud and sentenced to 25 years in prison. FTX was one of the world's most popular cryptocurrency exchanges before it collapsed in 2022, again, due to fraud. And that's a look at things you may have missed. More of the Bob and Tom Show coming up.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
They might as well take it to the next level, though. I want to see that should be the next reality show, the Oz couple. Ozzy Osbourne and some other unintelligible foreigner living together and their little adventures, you know. Arnold Schwarzenegger runs in with an apron on. Listen to me, Ozzy, I can't have dishes sitting around the kitchen all over the terrace. I just said, breakfast, man. Every time I go out of town, I come back, it's like a war zone in here. I can't live like this anymore. I was going to get around to you came running in here like a Nazi. As soon as I learn how to do another impression, I'm getting another roommate, man.
I babysat a cat a couple weeks ago. No, it went in the show.
Oh,
Then he started picking his out of his litter box and dropping him in the middle of the living room floor.
Well, this is a protest.
It did seem like some sort of action. Cats are,
funny.
Jerks, basically.
Can be.
Cats are jerks.
Hi, this is Andy Kindler, and this is a different register in my voice. And you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. So continue.
Hey, got a question. What's that? How can I listen to Bob and Tom Radio on my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Costaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit You4Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show.
He's sending in plays over there.
Hi, Tom. How you doing? What's going on?
Checking. There we go. Testing. Sorry. Look who's in here.
When you look at me and talk and I don't hear anything, it really freaks me out.
It does. Yeah.
It's like, am I losing my hearing?
Sorry.
Who's in here?
Pat Godwin's right there. He's usually in the production studio.
He's been there for an hour and a half.
You asked him to be here, didn't you?
I know, but have we heard anything?
Why?
No, just
why
mind
is
my
he
own
in
business.
here?
Snipes. He's gotten some good jokes in.
That's a good question, chick.
What's the deal? Why is he in here all of a sudden?
I love it.
I mean, I don't mind it, but what's the deal? There's got to be some, I thought about it for weeks and weeks. I decided
we went
Pat
back
should be
and forth.
in the studio.
Focus group.
Sounds nothing like me.
Did you beg because you were in there freezing?
No, I just I like having him in here.
I like being at the kids' table, but it's time to come to the big table.
having him in here.
We have Patty G here. We'll get a song out of Pat in just a second. Now, you used the phrase "Why not me?" Just a few minutes ago.
Let me start by saying, for those of you who've listened to this show for a long time,
yes,
Tom is going to draw attention. Such a marginal song and
it's a great song.
It's
tremendous.
He's
artist.
very excited about this.
Okay,
so
all right. I'm not familiar with
you
the
said
tune.
you don't remember the song "Why Not Me" by Fred Knobloch.
Fred Knobloch.
He's a great singer. I don't
better
know.
be.
I've never heard of Fred.
This
Knobloch.
is one of those. This is, as I recall, this was like the #1 song on the AC chart. They used to call it.
What year about?
80-ish.
Okay.
I think.
All right.
I just remember playing this 10,000 times. I really like it though, and this guy's a really good singer. This is one of those story songs.
Okay.
And the story is it's Knobl. The story, as I recall, was he's going to a wedding, but it's his old girlfriend, and he's not the one.
Yeah, I see.
Going
real sad sack.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, real sad.
Just a little touch of this for you. Here we go.
We had a real love. She just didn't think we could put it all together.
I have never.
Why not me?
Isn't that nice? Why not me?
We had a real love, but in a flash.
There we go. And the story continues. You don't like that guy's voice?
I have never heard that, and I thought I was pretty well up on music.
How about you, Ash? You were the music director.
And it was number 30 on the country charts as well. 18 AC, 30 country.
Yeah, man, it sounds like a theme song for a short-lived sitcom.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
It does.
Yeah.
That'd be a good name for a sitcom.
Why not me?
Knobloch? Why not me is a pretty good name for a sitcom.
How about the Knobloch? Yeah.
Either one.
Join us in the neighborhood.
Knobloch?
That Bill, what a knobloch.
Wow, there's a lot going on there.
I'll give you the
You
elevator.
got a knob? Come on down.
I'll give you the elevator pitch for this for Why Not Me.
All right.
It would be a guy that gets turned down for various jobs, and then he disguises himself and goes in and does them. Why not me? See, and then after the fact, he proves that he could do the job. Yeah, kind of like Hank, that classic show from the early 60s.
Hank?
Hank.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, Hank.
Are you speaking in tongues?
He posed as a college student. Great.
He's
show.
just speaking in old.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Ancient tongues.
Yeah, this is a language.
Hank was in 1965.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that.
Yes.
Who played Hank?
You mean the fabulous Dick Kalman?
Yeah, there's a great novel about that. About this Dick Kalman. He was
created by
closeted homosexual. It's a great story. He was sadly murdered.
Gary Marshall and Jerry Belson. The guy who played Hank, Dick Kalman.
Is that
was
a
murdered?
novel or is it a true story?
Well, he was actually murdered. Yeah, there's a great novel based on that.
Okay.
It's very exciting. It's a good story.
All of it's great. That's why we've all heard of everything.
Well, if you read a little bit, you find exciting stories.
You can go with Suits, maybe. That's more contemporary.
That's great, yeah.
Once again, Tom, your memories aren't everyone's memories.
Alerting people to some quality art out there. Let's go back to the Silac Insurance News Desk with little Christy Lee.
Well, we've been talking about ag business. Here you go. From the ag desk, something called short corn could replace towering corn stalks as farmers adapt to climate change. A so-called short corn variety developed by Bear Crop Science is being tested on about 30,000 acres in the Midwest with the promise of offering farmers a variety that can withstand powerful windstorms that could become more frequent due to climate change.
Now, you know what's great about this, Josh?
No.
Well, I'll speak to something that you enjoy very much.
Oh, boy.
I think you're gonna go. I apologize. I'm waiting for the apology momentarily. Short corn, right?
Yes.
Think how easy the corn mazes will be.
Oh man, barely. Yeah.
You get in the corn maze, and hey,
See over the top.
corn comes up to my waist. Well,
I guess we go out over there, honey.
The corn's smaller stature and sturdier base enable it to withstand winds of up to 50 miles per hour.
Oh yeah, we've never had those before.
Which is being
this is a whole new thing for us, isn't it?
Hey, this
Here on planet Earth.
These agriculture scientists could be feeding millions of people. Be quiet. They're working hard on this. I also understand that the short corn harder to spot in your poop. Another big plus. Oh, it's cute. Come on, shucks.
Oh, shucks.
It's like you're giving a seminar on not comedy.
Welcome to Not Comedy.
Hank, shucks.
Mama's little baby loves short corn, short corn. Mama's little baby loves short corn.
Keeps going. He's got more.
I have a question.
Now it's insulting.
When you get Chinese food, and they've got those little mini corns.
Yes.
Are those like a separate plant, or are they just harvesting corn early?
That is absolutely a separate thing, isn't it?
You ask this every time we talk about corn.
I refuse to eat them.
And why is that?
Because they didn't get to live a full life. It's like those baby carrots. It's the same reason I don't want to eat veal.
All right, fair enough.
Let them live. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Do you ever eat that little mini corn?
I don't particularly like it.
Are you supposed to hold it in your fingers like you would corn on the cob?
No, you're supposed to eat it.
You know damn well you're not supposed to eat it like that.
How do I know this?
The movie Big showed us that.
Yes.
I've never eaten it.
Oh, so you don't even know what it tastes like?
No, it looks weird.
It's like the sauce that it's in.
Yeah, it kind of does. It's
okay. Well, so someday we may have short corn. That's exciting.
All right.
We may have short corn that's fertilized by human urine. That's right.
The corn's not going to change appearance. They're just plants are going to be shorter that we get it from. The ear of corn's not going to be short unless you cut it in half.
Oh, so the corn itself is the same size?
The stalk is the one that's going to be short.
I don't know. Call me crazy. I like the way nature grows it.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm nuts.
No, but these
it's been growing like that for centuries.
Well, no, it hasn't. That's these brilliant these ag scientists are making strains of the seeds.
Messing with stuff to make money.
No, they're messing
you guys
with
know
stuff.
that's all a money scam.
They're messing with stuff to feed people, Josh.
That's not
sadly,
true.
if you were in charge, there'd be millions starving.
Scientists say, stop. Scientists say human urine could be used as an eco-friendly way to fertilize our crops.
So next time you get caught flashing, say I was just trying to fertilize this plant in the mall parking lot.
Scientists found that human urine only minimally changed the soil's pH and salinity while providing crops with nutrients. This was in the journal Applied Soil Ecology. I'm sure you guys get that every week. Yeah.
I like to pee in the hostas. As you know, keeps the deer away, allegedly.
But does it make them grow more?
That I don't know. But it's.
I bet it does. Nitrogen? Sure.
Okay.
I bet it would.
I'm not sure this is really true about it making them grow more. Otherwise, there'd be more plants on the New York City subways.
True.
Probably.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. But we've had a couple of other studies about this. Remember the thing? Wasn't it the Glastonbury Festival this summer, where they were recycling urine? Remember this?
Mm-mm.
Yeah, they were.
I do remember that.
Yeah, there were special places to urinate, and they were. I'm not sure what they do to it before they put it on the plants, but there was some whole thing about that.
They were like shipping it elsewhere to use it?
I'm not sure what they were.
All I remember is Kevin Costner in Waterworld had something set up on his ship where he could recycle urine into drinking water.
Immediately?
Yeah, immediately. That's all I know. Yeah.
That seems like it should take a while, like a
That's
process.
That's what he did, and it was in the future. Or
And
the
they
past.
they did two different processes. They did the two different processes sort of like that, but they really gave the one a very bad name when they called it around the corner fudge. Is made. Would you like one of our pancakes?
Unappetizing.
We're going to wait to talk about fudge. We talked about bulls getting escaping from a rodeo in Massachusetts, and I believe you have a song about bulls, don't you?
I had a bull loose in downtown Santa Fe.
Yeah, that was it. Do you mind favoring us with the tune?
Not at all. Here we go. A bull on the loose, grab a lasso and noose, because it's just wandering around downtown, roaming the streets of Santa Fe. It's over 900 pounds in downtown. It's walking through the city park for no apparent reason. It can be aggressive during bull breeding season. Watch yourself. It could pin you down right there and take you like a bull. So you better beware when you're downtown. Someone sedate him fast. Downtown. It's coming right for your ass. Downtown. A bull is waiting for you downtown. Downtown.
Oh, how sweet.
That was a moose, wasn't it?
Yes.
It was a bull moose loose downtown.
Oh, it wasn't just a bull, it was a bull moose.
In Santa Fe. Wow, that'd be weird.
Yeah.
Hey, Rocky. Look, a little tribute to Teddy Roosevelt, ladies and gentlemen. We return to
the Bull Moose Party.
The Bull Moose Party. Remember that?
No.
Remember that?
No, I'm not big on
You know, I
history.
can understand why the Bull Moose Party right around 1900 would have seemed like yesterday to you, but...
Wouldn't you agree? You and I are we're both voting sort of off ticket this year. I'm voting for the Bull Moose candidate. You're voting for the Whig. Is that right?
That's right. I'd like to keep my choices private.
Oh, sorry.
Yes.
That's why there's a curtain on the voting booth.
Oh, yeah.
Whig.
I forget who the Bull Moose people are running this year, but I'm sure I'd vote for him or her.
Wasn't Teddy Roosevelt the guy who started the national parks? Is he the guy?
Teddy Roosevelt's the guy that took a bullet and finished his speech.
Oh, that's true, Christy, yeah.
Okay. And he's the one I had to dress up like for President's Day.
That looked pretty good.
Yeah.
Real good.
I forgot about that. You looked great.
Well, thank you. But that reminded me of this story.
I think it was
Tourists.
psychologically scarring. You made her dress up like that.
I hear about it a lot.
Sure.
Tourists.
You know something? That would be super hot.
You come in with a big bushy mustache?
No, for her husband one night.
I don't think he would find that hot.
No. He comes home. You got.
I love it when you look like Teddy Roosevelt with the mustache and everything and the monocle.
I always wanted to do it with one of the original Texas Rangers.
Well, it would be the first of his Mount Rushmores of sex.
I like this.
Climb my San Juan Hill.
It's almost a literal Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
Like how,
So I have to dress as all five?
I wonder if anybody's ever done that.
What, mounted Mount Rushmore?
No. If it could be a woman or a man, it could be whatever you're into, but dressing up as the four presidents on Mount Rushmore. Let's just say we reverse this, just to make this a little more to semi-normalize it.
Oh God!
You come home, and Andy is dressed as Teddy Roosevelt one night, and then one thing leads to another.
Wally.
Yeah.
And then the following week, he's dressed as.
Who's on Mount Rushmore?
Why did they pick the four that they picked?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Roosevelt, Lincoln, Washington, and
Jefferson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they
Why
want.
pick those
Yeah,
four?
not particularly diverse, but I think Teddy got in there. I think because of maybe didn't he pick that park or something? I forget.
Well, maybe because he's a park guy.
But I'm just saying, someone has to have done that. Don't you
Well,
think?
my husband's big into presidents, so maybe he would enjoy that. I don't know.
Maybe you could do all of them.
all the presidents?
Yeah. Just don't go too far with the get up.
Taft.
Yeah,
when you get to Obama,
maybe just
just
wear
just do the
whatever
voice.
suit he may have worn.
Wouldn't that be great? What a great thing that would be. I'm surprised someone has done that in the field of pornography. Did they?
They've had
Did
presidential
they do
sex.
presidential porno?
Yeah.
They
do.
Who do you think would be the best?
The best president?
Presidential porn?
Clinton would probably be funny. if they were doing that kind of character.
JFK'd probably be quick. He's busy getting to the next lady.
Yeah, this would be a game.
These are all great ideas.
Oh, there we go.
And there's a photograph of Christy Lee as Teddy Roosevelt.
Pat McAfee as Thomas Jefferson.
Look at Chick.
And the Chick looks great as Lincoln, and McAfee looks terrific as Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah.
Well, don't sell yourself short there.
George Washington.
George.
It's kind of scary.
But Christy is a despondent Teddy Roosevelt.
Hilarious. Looks hilarious.
Yeah. Boy, doesn't it look like Christy's about to say, someone pushed me off.
She was photoshopped.
Off the roof. Christy has a big mustache. You look so sad.
You look so funny.
Look at those eyes. She wants to be anywhere else.
Now, Christy,
I'm crying.
For President's Day, Christy.
Yes.
What if we give $1,000 to your favorite charity? Will you dress up like that again?
Sure.
Maybe
If
to
it
the
makes you
zoo.
happy.
Would that make you happy?
Sure.
Oh, God, is that funny?
Oh, God.
I'll do Lincoln.
Why would you do
We're
Lincoln?
not going to
You
do
did
this
Washington.
again.
I'll do Washington. Would you want to do Abe again?
I guess.
What?
That would mean Josh.
I'd rather do Grant.
you're
I'm more of a
Jefferson.
Grant.
Yeah, you look more like Grant. Josh, you look kind of like
Nixon.
Buchanan.
Nixon.
I feel like I
at
could
least
slick
he
the
didn't
hair.
say. At least he didn't say Taft. Okay.
we could get you a Nixon wig with the big widow's peak. It'd be great.
Oh, you
Get him
know
a
how-
Nixon mask.
Nose, yeah.
There are Nixon wigs are everywhere.
Yeah.
No, we'd have our artists come in and they could make one.
Our artist come in.
A makeup artist. They could glue some
You
strands
remind me
up
of
in the front.
somebody I used to be married to that would say something like, "You know what I'd like to do is
What?
pop this roof out." And, you're the same way. You know what? We need to have a makeup artist come in and do, and it's just such a pain in the butt.
It's great though.
For 28 people, and we get one picture out of it, and that's it.
Oh,
How about I go as Jefferson and Ace goes as one of my sons?
I like that idea.
Daddy, we knew you would.
I like that very much.
That's pretty funny. I didn't know whether I should laugh.
You could come in your buggy with the bumper sticker, ask me about my slave children. It'd be historically accurate.
Well, obviously, it didn't come in the buggy that time.
Very clever. Yes.
Okay, we'll get to Yellowstone coming up because we've run out of time.
They're closing it.
I blame myself.
They are not closing Yellowstone.
Kevin Costner's Yellowstone
coming
or
back?
the park?
The park.
Let me remind you that we have our Pigskin Picks competition up and running again. It's new each week, and we are starting week 4 of pro football. Get online today. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. Get your entry in to win that $500 gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. Our winner for week 3 from the Commonwealth of Kentucky, Mr. Brady Slade, our winner. He was in a 2-way tie, got 14 of 16 games, and had the tiebreaker. So he'll be our winner. We hope to talk to him later this week. Please get your entries in before the Thursday night game starts. So you've got today and tomorrow and Thursday. So get that done if you please. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email, bobandtom@bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Cool. All right, we're ready for No Lights.
No lights and action. First time in cinematic history.
Cool. Let's do that one more time, and then I'll get some close-ups.
Ready?
Ready.
11 years of
Mr. Soprano, you're driving down the road and a song comes on. You turn it off immediately. What song was it?
Oh, shit. Give me a second on this one. Something annoying. Well, I think there's got to be a song that just pisses, that's repetitive and annoying. What is it? Baby Shark? But Baby Shark.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, a song comes on and you turn it off immediately.
Oh, the Baby Shark. I mean, it's over and over and over. It repeats itself. Creates road rage. Jesus.
A conspiracy theory that might be true.
I don't believe dinosaurs ever here. Look at the pterodactyl. I mean, if you could fly with leather wings, every hairband would have lost their lead singer during migration.
What?
It's an old joke I used to do.
No, so here's a question. Do you want to acknowledge the camera at all at any point in this video?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool.
I looked at No, I don't want to acknowledge the camera. I'm pretty.
The rock wrestler.
Something in Atlanta. Yeah, rock. Got the rock of Gibraltar.
What is it again? That's right. Yeah, Gibraltar. That's right.
Can't pronounce
Yeah,
it.
that's fine. That's good though. That's perfect.
Hey man, this is Donnie Baker. When I travel through Georgia, I make sure I go to my favorite part of the state, Savannah's. You think about it. The rocks from here, the Rock of Gibraltar's, and the Rock of Ages. And the fact remains, of all the landmarks here in Savannah, my favorite hits my ears, and I listen to it every day. The Rock of Savannah, and I just forgot the damn call letters. State law.
I-95.
I-95. Shit. Okay, I-95.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Oh, yeah, the little prick from Fantasy Island. The plane. There it is.
That's good.
It's so obscure, but
oh, that's perfect.
I had to do something that I could go up higher.
That's right, my wheelhouse.
Caliendo said something, when I rush my Tony or go high, it sounds Asian. And it does.
Hey, Donnie, if you wore a warning label, what would it say?
Donnie Baker, the bastard maker. I'll put a baby in you. My favorite part of the United States, right here in the ocean cities. There's so much to see and do, and you may not have the salt life, because if you're like me, you're diabetic.
I'll do it.
Hey, Mr. Soprano, what's the worst job you ever had?
Probably bidding your mom over. Jesus.
Hey. Sorry. Hey, Donnie, can you do an impression of someone famous?
Man, I used to do a bunch of them. I used to do Crocodile Hunter. I could do him. I could do a pretty good Fred Sanford's. I could do my cousin, but then our aunt called us.
There it is.
That was great. That was great, man. Cool.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Costaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit You Before Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
Hi, this is Chick McGee from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcast. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Few years now, and if you're not a step parent, you don't realize the warmth and rewards that you get for the warm, loving feeling. And it's, I hate you. Okay, here's some more money. You're not like my real dad. That's right. You can find me. Track down your real deadbeat dad and have him pay for these Barbie accessories. Where are you from? By the way?
Patterson, from Patterson, New Jersey.
Oh, sure. That's famous.
Yeah, small.
Sure.
Thug downtown. It's tiny. So small, we used to get robbed by people we knew.
That's small.
People like, stick them up. I'm like, Andre? I'm going to tell your mother, man. By the way, how is Aunt Carol? How's she doing? I'll come home for dinner.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you.
Oh, my God.
There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Hey, this is Tom. Coming up Wednesday morning in the Bob and Tom Show, it'll be sexy time with Allie Breen.
I was dating a stripper in my 20s, and I got her pregnant, and then we got married. Our daughter's now 6, and she wants to know how we met. Do we actually tell her?
It's never too early for them to start stripping.
That's Wednesday morning in the Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Jeff Oske's Wordle.
That's right.
Keeps my mind fertile. My morning mental hurdle. I play with my wife Myrtle. Should I post today's score? Yesterday it was 4. I'll text my daughter and son if I get it in 1.
Woo.
Wow.
This song brought to you by rhymezone.com.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy's here. Pat Godwin, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby. Hi, I'm Chick. Hello, Tom.
Just reading about this moose on the loose in Santa Fe.
Yeah.
It's kind of exciting.
A bull
They
moose,
found him
right?
by that.
Well, we had this story about a mall in Massachusetts where there were 8 gigantic bulls on the loose.
Yeah, from the rodeo there. Mm-hmm.
There's still one out?
Apparently.
Yeah, there's still one missing. They have 7 corralled.
And they're searching China shops everywhere. I love that. But this one was a moose on the loose in downtown Santa Fe. And Pat had a funny song about that.
Yeah, he
I changed
did.
it to bull for the sake of the story.
And I appreciated that.
And it
Thank
was
you.
technically a bull moose.
Mm-hmm. Which is a boy moose.
Yeah. And I didn't realize until just this second, in all my years on this earth, I didn't realize that that's why he's called Bullwinkle, because he's a bull moose.
Are you serious?
I'm completely serious.
I don't know if that's why, but that's his name.
I think that's
Bullwinkle.
why.
I think that's why.
I don't know.
In any event, but that moose was relocated, according to this story. But he was right downtown, moosing on up to the east side. we're moosing on up, says you, downtown. Sorry. We'll continue with the Silac News Desk.
Was that the Jeffersons theme
What
you
goes
were
on
doing
in your head? I'd
with the
love to see
moose?
Did you know that Bullwinkle was named after a bull moose? I never thought of that before.
Well,
I
thought of it.
I'd like to
yeah.
hear. I'd like to hear Jay Ward's import instead of you saying that was a bull moose and Bullwinkle. There are some things you assume that aren't true.
Hills I Will Die On.
Okay.
Nothing better than Rocky and Bullwinkle and Mad Magazine. They're absolute classics. They changed the world.
Okay.
They are classics.
Oh God, the Cold War references and Rocky and Bullwinkle.
They changed your world. For sure.
Those that think enjoy those very much. We have a guest coming in shortly. It'll be comedian Shane Mauss, who I just saw a picture of him. God, he looks like Karl Marx after he hasn't gotten a haircut for a year.
He's
is he woolly?
He looks cavemanish.
All right.
At least he does in this picture. And then we have Costaki Economopoulos, who's well kept.
Yeah, he's a shaven.
He is, but so you think just because Shane doesn't shave, he's not well kept?
You are on one today. You know that?
Kostaki's
you had
got
a lot of caffeine today, or?
Yeah, this is decaf. Kostaki's going to be in a pretty bad mood.
You think
Falcons lost, didn't they?
Yeah, but they shouldn't have.
Oh, well,
they'll be.
Falcon's going to Falcon, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, we'll find out. Right now, we return to the Silac News Desk with Christy Lee.
I mean, I teased the Yellowstone story. Officials say tourists ruined Yellowstone's Morning Glory pool by tossing coins into the thermal pond.
Oh.
According to Cowboy State Daily, the Morning Glory pool used to be a brilliant crystal clear blue that appeared to be bottomless.
Yeah, but now it's filled with money.
The thermal pool, which is on the road to the famous Old Faithful geyser, has been treated like a wishing well by visitors, Josh, who dump coins and trash into the water.
Like a wishing well, you kiss and tell. Wishing well,
Fabulous Terrence Trent D'Arby.
One and out.
What is
I like that song.
He had another one.
Did he?
Well, now, when Ace says he had another one,
He did?
that
Yeah,
means
there were
it's
two
one
big
that-
hits.
It's one that Ace liked.
Meticulous cleanup
Wait,
efforts.
whoa. What song is that?
Wishing well, you've heard it.
Terrence Trent D'Arby.
Wouldn't sign your name across my
I
heart.
believe this voicemail we just got left by one of our listeners follows along with what Tom's doing right now. If you'd bear with me for a second.
What is wrong with Tom? You guys need to have him inspected.
Well, I
need to have you inspected.
Witty.
He's a listener. He's concerned.
I'm fine.
Where's Terrence Trent D'Arby? Let's go.
I'm not familiar with that song at all.
Are you sure?
Darby.
He's real talented.
Darby spelled D''ARBY.
Is he the guy that didn't he run for president of Jamaica or something?
Maybe.
He had dreads.
Is that the guy?
Oh, there you go.
It was on the ballot then.
Oh, God. Meticulous cleanup efforts have uncovered thousands of coins, car parts, and rocks. Once again, we're talking about the Morning Glory pool at Yellowstone. The pool has turned now from blue into a gradient that transitions from yellow to green, a change that's likely permanent. Very sad.
Yeah, that is sad.
Quit throwing stuff in the water.
Yeah, but Jenny from the 7th grade got her wish.
Well, then,
Did she?
Yeah.
maybe it's all worth it.
It's worth it.
No.
Depends on what a wish was.
What's it called? The what?
What is it called? It's called the Morning Glory pool.
But it's near the geyser, so
Yeah, it's near Old Faithful.
it's not the Morning Glory hole.
No, that's at a truck stop 10 miles down the road.
Yeah, you know there has to be a sign at one of the trucks near there that says that. If there's the Morning Glory.
You think?
Oh, I absolutely. If there isn't,
I don't know what this guy was thinking.
What is wrong with Tom?
Yeah, what the hell?
In all your travels, have you, I was going to say come across, but have you seen a glory hole?
No, I haven't. Actually.
Either have I.
I have.
You have?
Yeah. I have never seen one either.
No.
And I was out there.
Well, I'm not a boy, but
beating the bushes for quite a while.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Where'd you see one, Tom?
It was one. No, it was in Low Library where I went to college.
What was
on
it
the
in?
campus of Columbia University?
Yeah.
I mean, was it stall to stall?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And the dean of the college at the time, Peter Pouncey, had a really funny story about it.
I bet he did.
But, yeah, I'm not kidding. It was right there at eye
His name
level.
was Peter Pouncey?
Yeah, very distinguished. Very distinguished.
Be
gentleman.
careful, he'll pounce.
Very good.
Peter Pouncey in the glory hole?
No, he wasn't participating.
that series of books.
Boy, J.K. Rowling's lost her mind.
Right.
He wasn't using the glory hole. I can't find this Terrence Trent D'Arby song.
You can't?
Sure you can. It's huge.
Oh, it was.
Maybe it's one of those. He's one of those weird artists that, for whatever reason.
Okay, here it is. This must be it. Okay, here.
Prince
We didn't get to the good part.
I thought that was
the chorus.
That was the chorus.
Yeah, a little percolating
that
keyboard
part.
riff. Yeah.
I somehow missed that. Was that a big MTV thing?
I think he won Best New Artist that year, the Grammy. Yeah.
Is he still out there?
Yeah, well, he's still alive.
Saw a story about
I mean, is he still performing music?
Yep.
Wow.
No, he has a bookstore.
Sure.
And
Maybe he owns an Arby's somewhere.
Terrence Trent.
The Arby's.
Welcome to Terrence Trent D'Arby's.
May I take your order?
Would you like some Terrence Trent D'Arby sauce with your?
Didn't he have another song called "Sign Your Name" or something?
Yeah. That's a good one too. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah.
It says here he went back to his real name, which isn't Terrence Trent D'Arby. It's Sonata Malraya or something. Sonata.
Yeah, that's great, kid. You're Terrence Trent D'Arby. Now, here's the deal.
Yeah, we got to lose that Peter Pouncey thing.
Why would he? But,
You're Prince, but with balls.
Don't people who do that end up going back? Like Cat Stevens finally realized that maybe be a little more popular. If he
Did he go back to Cat?
Yeah, he's back as Cat Stevens.
Okay,
at least professionally, right?
I think both. Yeah, he performs as Cat Stevens, but
people they don't pay that much attention to know who you are when you switch names like that. Now, coming up, we have Costaki Economopoulos, all-pro lines, talking about what's going on in the world of the NFL. Also, we'll be joined by comedian Shane Mauss. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Get a look at today's show on our YouTube channel.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
You're listening to World Champion Radio with Judith Friedlander, the world champion. Next caller, you're on.
I mean, it's Donnie Baker. Is this Judith?
Yeah, I just said it's Judah, the world champion. What's up, Donnie?
I'm a big fan of yours. I've read your book. I still got your posters. Hey, I just want basically your blessing or certification. You probably know, I've called you before, my progress in the martial arts, the fact remains I'm ready to be a world champion. Now, I've had, 2 off-duty reserve cops say I've got the goods, but since I've been on probation, Judith, I basically struggled getting certified, and I wanted basically your blessing. And you're not my official sensei, but the fact remains, I basically think
I've got to interrupt you first. Donnie, I've got to interrupt you for a second. I can tell you're already a little scared talking to me by the speed of your voice, okay? If you want to get better at karate, you're going to have to get better vocal tone, okay? The voice that you're using right now and the speed at which you're talking is telling me that you're scared.
I understand that. That's because I
see you're stuttering now. You're stuttering now.
Verbs get. Listen, the fact remains, I can scissor kick a hornet's nest now and destroy the whole colony without hurting the queen. I mean,
well, that's good. I mean, my book taught you that, so that's good. I mean, you've obviously studied my book, and that's a good start.
And I know I'm basically. And you don't know this, and I've not told you this before, and I don't want your sympathy, and I'm not a cripple, but I have had Tommy John surgery on both knees, and
I'm sorry. I've actually never had surgery. I've never needed it, so I can't relate to your problem. No offense.
But no, I'm not offended. But see, I ain't lucky like you. Your name's Judah. You were born for this. If my name was Taekwondo Baker, I'd have the same luck. But you've kind of had a golden spoon in the martial arts. No offense, but Judah, Freelanders, duh. No wonder why you're so good at it. I mean, again, if I've studied switchblades. I've had to work my way up.
Yeah, well, see, that's one of your problems right there is you started your training using weapons. Okay, and if you want to be a really good fighter, you have to learn to fight without weapons. So I need you to get rid of all your weapons, all your switchblades, all your butter knives, okay, and start from the beginning. You got to use your body.
I'll take your advice, but see, this is hard. I mean, I've always been, you're talking.
Hey, I'm not saying it's easy. Becoming the world champ's not easy, Donnie. Okay.
I know, Jude. Well, listen, can I call you back when things get better?
Yeah, I hope things do get better for you. How many sit-ups are you going to do today?
You know what? I'm on break now. We're not supposed to do any calisthenics or nothing like that on break.
How many push-ups are you going to do today?
Let me drop my shorts and turn a cough to check me for asthma, and my test results came back short. Listen, I'll call you back when I'm off break.
All right, that sounds good. I actually have to do some push-ups and sit-ups at the same time right now. So keep training, okay?
You're the best, man. Keep rocking. Stay tough. I got to go.
You know it. Okay, Donnie. Okay, that was Donnie, everybody. We wish him well. He's trying. He's read my book. I think he needs to reread it.
This may take a while. Say, how'd it go, boss? He said he's heard worse. He says he's heard worse. He says he hears worse every morning.
Bob and Tom in the morning. Louisville's classic rock all day on 95.7 QMF. Please forgive us.
Wouldn't you like to know what Chick McGee does while commercials are playing?
I sure
during the
would.
Bob and Tom show? Walk this way.
Okay. Here you go. You're going into the restroom.
Well, no, this happens sometimes.
Sometimes you have to do quick decision making.
It's locked.
Right?
Normally, everyone who works here knows that they shouldn't be in the bathroom when we're in commercials.
Of course.
Because I might have to use the bathroom.
Number one.
I can't use the bathroom any other time than when we're in commercials.
Number one or number two?
I'd rather not say.
Oh.
Well.
Hello.
Hang on. Your name, please?
Chris.
You're fired.
You taught him his lesson.
Oh, yeah! Woo! Ah, refreshing.
Wait a minute. Did I fire him?
Yeah. Why aren't you gone? Get your because he has no real power here.
I knew I had no power, but it still hurts when I hear it out loud.
On my smart speaker? I'm not really sure. Well, why don't we just ask her? Her? Hey, Alexa, how can someone listen to Bob and Tom Radio on a smart speaker?
Just say, Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
TuneIn?
Correct. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
24/7, 365?
All day, every day. Alexa, play Bob and Tom Radio on TuneIn.
From AAA.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hello.
Pat Godwin in the main studio.
Hello.
He has a pass, evidently. There's Josh Arnold.
Yes.
There's Ace Crosby. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom Griswold.
Hey, hello, man at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk we call Chick McGee.
Dude Wipe.
Speaking of sports, we're going to get hooked up with, there he is. It's comedian Costaki Economopoulos, and he's got, is that a Bob and Tom t-shirt you got on behind that microphone?
It is, of course it is.
Oh, that's very nice, very nice.
Ask us, sir.
Are you okay?
I'm good. My team was in it with the champs. That's all right.
Your Atlanta Falcons, they had a chance. They were close. Come on.
They had a chance. They're in it. They could have won. One call, one conversion. They win that game. That's, my team doesn't suck this year. That's a relief. It's fine. I'm seeing it half full. It's okay.
I'm with you, Costaki. Sometimes you guys know I'm a hockey fan. The St. Louis Blues, they'll play and they'll lose, but I'll go, man, they looked good. And it's hard to get too upset. When they
I think that's the best approach. But the big news today is that Washington found a quarterback. Chick, you must be excited.
Cautiously optimistic would describe my mood this morning. You know the feeling, Costaki.
Yeah, I thought I thought Chick was going to walk in here juggling, doing funny songs.
I believe they reminded us of the Robert Griffin III season when he was a rookie and he was setting the world on fire.
I hadn't heard who it is.
Jaden Daniels, quarterback of the Washington team.
Heisman Trophy winner. He looked good. He looked really good.
Handsome guy.
23 out of 25 and he did pretty well.
Yeah, 90-something
Two touchdown passes. And, set a rookie record for completion percentage last night.
And that's great. And interesting news in the world of kicking in that game.
Kicking what?
No punts.
Oh, yeah. No punts or turnovers, Costaki. The non-football fan in the room.
That's me.
Wants it to
don't you think that's interesting, Costaki?
Relevant. No punts and no turnovers.
No kicks at all of either kind? That is interesting.
No, they did have field goals and they had kickoffs, but
no
was
punts.
No punts
and
or
no
turnovers.
Nope.
That's it.
Yeah, that is interesting. That's rare. Yeah.
As in never before.
You are just an ass kisser, and that's fine. He thinks this is interesting.
And Washington beat a good team. The Bengals were supposed to be Super Bowl contenders.
They had a good game. I'm going to have to go look at it 3 or 4 times to figure out how they won the damn thing because Joe Burrow was great. Jamar Chase had 2 touchdowns. It was nuts.
Yeah. And the Bengals now are 0-3.
Yes, they
since
are.
He hasn't been this miffed since WKRP dropped live turkeys out of a helicopter.
Oh, classic.
Very upsetting.
Very upsetting. Now we got to cover this. Eagles running back Saquon Barkley. He's great. He's so slippery. He's not 1,000 bottles of baby oil slippery. He's just regular slippery.
That's what they found at P. Diddy's place, Chick.
whose?
1,000 bottles of baby oil.
1,000 bottles of
Where was
baby
this?
oil.
At P. Diddy's.
Oh, P. Diddy's.
Yeah.
Apparently,
I would imagine there are going to be a lot of stuff like that
There's a
coming out.
lot of stuff coming
Oh,
out.
my
He's a big Costco guy.
Yeah.
He buys in bulk.
Baby oil's important. It's very important.
Freak off. What the hell? I'd settle for a little help getting a Greek off. You know what I'm saying? All right.
There you go. All right.
Here's a tip, gentlemen. If your lady needs that much lube, she's just not that into you.
Yeah, she may not like you.
Stop it. Diddy's favorite football teams, the Oilers and the Packers. I'm just guessing.
Very good.
Yes, maybe the Rams.
The Rams, yes.
If you're low on oil.
It's a fan of the tush push, I'm guessing.
The Browns.
How did we not see this coming? Diddy, his name is an accusation. Did he? Yeah, he definitely.
Apparently. He did a lot.
He's guilty. He's the OJ of KY, this guy.
Oh, yeah.
Andy Dalton is single-handedly saving the Panthers. He's the best thing to happen to the Carolinas since tobacco lobbyists. This is very exciting.
Who would have thought a quarterback would make that much difference? Wow.
Right? A good quarterback, right. He's got that signature splash of red hair. That was a switch for the Raiders. They were beaten by a redheaded stepchild. So that's different.
Sorry, Ace.
A nice change of pace.
There's something the referees did. The Raiders lost. It wasn't their fault.
Right, Ace?
Am I close?
It was Garner.
Oh, was it Gardner Minshew? They took him out, didn't they?
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, he struggled a little. Yeah.
It's your fault, Tom. Gardner Minshew.
I'm still a fan. I stand by my man, Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, he's fun to root for.
Yeah, come on.
Andy Dalton, too. He looked way better than expected. He's like the opposite of a dating app. You're like, hey, that's good. All right.
Every time I see him I think his hair is alarmingly red.
It's jarring
every time I see him. So, oh my God! Oh, that's just his hair. Yeah.
Is it fake?
And I've seen it before, but man, is it red? Yeah. And he has a fade, like nice and tight on the sides. It looks like him.
We've been doing memes at All Pro Lines with Beaker from the Muppets. Yeah, it's jarring.
If Howdy Doody went to town, man, and just had a nice evening. Yeah, he'd come back with
a
his
lot.
haircut.
Yeah.
Now, I should point out that Costaki is referencing All Pro Lines. That's where you'll find memes, et cetera, and you can participate with Costaki. Have some fun in the world of football. And speaking of that, a couple of other things I did want to mention. We have our Pigskin Picks competition up and running. Go to bobandtom.com/contest. And Costaki, what else is happening in the NFL?
Vikings quarterback looks good too. Sam Darnold. No one thought he would be good. He's like that girl in a teen movie who takes off her glasses and is suddenly hot. They're like, hey, we didn't know. No one's more surprised that the Vikings are good than Vikings fans. Minnesotans are baffled like they were when Prince changed his name to that symbol. Like, that was
It's very confusing.
And the Titans are off to a rough start. Tennessee hasn't been this embarrassed since the Scopes monkey trial. It's bad down there. It's bad.
Wow, the tobacco lobby and the monkey trial.
Yeah. Yeah, you know.
All right. Okay. Somebody left their history book open. Okay.
But has there ever been a better name though for a trial?
Yeah.
That's catchy.
That is such a catchy name. That's one of the really good ones.
Here's one more of this ilk for you, chick. Call the Tennessee Valley Authority because they're definitely in a valley.
There you go. The TVA, Tom.
TVA comedy.
Yeah, there you go. That's probably the first TVA joke in 75 years, I would guess.
Kentucky TVA comedy. Like there's a subreddit for it.
That may be the only even attempt at a TVA joke. That is so obscure.
Nashville is Music City, but the song is more of a funeral march. You see, the team's struggling right now.
Not good.
A dirge.
At least a bad team in Nashville has plenty of people there who can write sad songs about them. So New Orleans scored 91 points, excuse me, in the first 2 weeks. And this week, they only scored 12. They went from Mardi Gras to Lent, I think is what's happening. That team.
Very good.
Tom Brady is the Dallas Cowboys of announcing, isn't he? He's
we stepped on you. What'd you say? I didn't hear.
I'm sorry. Tom Brady is the Dallas Cowboys of announcing. So it's a lot of hype. He's fine. It's fine.
He does a lot of Dallas Cowboys games, actually.
He does.
First two ones?
He's the
or Cowboy games.
He's the number one, right? They put him on all the big games.
I guess.
Ooh. The Browns are in a tough spot with Deshaun Watson. They have got to figure out a way to best massage this situation.
They can get
baby oil from the
Yeah, $1,000.
Maybe bring in the Tennessee Valley Authority on this. Yeah.
There's a song for you, Pat Godwin.
TVA comedy.
TVA comedy.
Will he ever come back? He'll never come back.
That's MTA.
Deshaun Watson, he just rubs people the wrong way. Any one of these could be the closer. Ironically, now the Browns wish they could give him a full release, and yet,
Very good. Very
that's a closer.
Okay, thank you very much, Costaki. Where do we find you in the world of social media, Costaki Economopoulos?
At Facebook is the best place. I'm also on Instagram. Follow me, Costaki Economopoulos, and of course, All Pro Lines. And come see me this weekend telling some jokes. I'm doing I got a little warm-up show in Ferdinand, Indiana on Friday. And then Saturday night is one of the coolest shows ever. Do you have some details there, Tom? There's some great comics on this show. It's Greg Hahn, Bob Zaney,
right?
Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, the Ron Sexton Memorial Show.
Yeah,
on Saturday night.
Yeah, it's Saturday at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana. And proceeds benefit a nonprofit effort called You Before Me. And it's a program to help comedians who are struggling with addiction. So it's a great thing. Ticket info, by the way, Costaki, is at DonnieBaker.com. And if you want to find Costaki, it's Costaki. Costaki. I would try to spell Economopoulos, even though it's written right here. I still can't do it. It's that difficult.
Nobody cares. It's fine.
Yeah.
Costaki will get you there.
Okay, that's fine. Thanks, Costaki. I really enjoyed that.
Yes, wonderful.
Thanks, guys.
And
always a pleasure.
Maybe one or two people are going to Google TVA to see what the hell. What the hell is that? A channel that I missed after
Scopes
MTV?
Monkey Trial. Yeah, we do some
Scopes Monkey
infotainment
Trial.
here.
I mean, is there a better name for a trial ever?
Has Scope mouthwash jumped on that? Where our mouthwash is so good it even helps the breath of monkeys, and
they should have
done a trial. They show monkeys.
Not sure there's crossover in the Venn diagram of Scopes.
Yeah, there may not.
Yeah.
Scopes.
Someone might be upset.
Yeah.
Thank you, Costaki.
Bye,
Thanks,
Costaki.
We'll
Have a
see
great
you.
weekend.
Yeah, and don't forget about that comedy show this weekend.
That'll be awesome.
Thank you very much, Costaki. Right now, this part of the Bottom of Tom Show. Well, look at this. It's brought to you by our friends at Silac Insurance. Little survey they did. 61% of Americans are going, when it comes to thinking about having enough money when they retire. And we don't want to have to deal with that, do we? Come on, you got to get yourself set up. This is where something called an annuity may be just the thing for you, because unlike our parents, most of us don't have a gig where when we're done we get, you still keep getting paid. You get this nice gold watch and you got a check coming every month. Probably not. This is where you can handle this yourself. One of the ways to do that, of course, is with an annuity from Silac, SILAC. Certain restrictions apply. See if you qualify. Head to silacins.com or just go to bobandtom.com. We have a link right there, and you can see a video starring Chick McGee, who I believe has been nominated for the Charlton Heston Award for stellar appearances.
Thank you.
That's SILAC, Silac, INS, silacinsurance.com, or just go to bobandtom.com, get that Silac link, and see what's going on in your future. Look ahead, because you want to be the guy or the gal getting that check coming in every month. The Silac Insurance Company, they've got all the details. This may be something for you. Coming up, comedian Shane Mauss. There's a new moon out there coming up in just a couple of weeks. This is really cool in the world of astronomy. Plus, falling from the sky, animal body parts.
Oh.
Huh?
And they're not birds?
No. We'll find out what that is. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton.
Hi, this is Christy Lee from The Bob and Tom Show. Thanks for watching this morning's show. To listen, just go to bobandtom.com. Check out the list for a station near you or stream the online radio station on our website and the Bob and Tom app. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
Ready and action. Hey, we should wake up every morning with Bob and Tom.
That sounds good to me.
No problem here. Sorry, that'd be my fault.
The hell was that? Ready and action. Hey, we should wake up every morning with Bob and Tom.
Well, that sounds good to me.
No problem here.
How's it going?
Morning.
Hey, hold on there, kid. I'm Bob.
And I'm Tom.
From the Bob and Tom Show.
We thought we'd barge in. God.
There's a new one. Hey, kid, hold on there. I'm Bob.
And I'm Tom.
From the Bob and Tom Show.
We do a morning radio show here in town.
Here's the deal. We thought we'd break into your house.
Consarn it. Shoot. Darn it.
Honey, I'm home.
Oh, great. Fish again.
You know, we can vote you off this commercial.
You know, Chick wanted Richard Hatch.
What if we paid you to say you liked us?
We can vote you off.
Okay.
Come way down.
And now the news. Oh.
You do sports.
And now the sports.
That would be you, Chick.
Sports terms that sound dirty, but they're not.
Oh, really?
Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Coming in first place.
Good.
Palming the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Taking it to the hole.
Yeah.
Just don't get your holes mixed up.
Right. Ooh.
Just don't get your holes messed up.
Flip the cord over. Flip the cord over.
I don't want it in my...
I don't know if that's what they're looking for here.
Don't Christ.
How many times have I heard that?
Take two.
A London homeowner who discovered 3 men trying to rob his house had no difficulty in describing one of the suspects. He had no legs.
Ooh, usually in crime, it's the... Usually in crime, it's the police that are stumped, not the criminals.
I know you guys probably aren't interested, but guess what I did this weekend?
I don't know.
I don't know. Did you impeach Bush?
No.
Buzz the honey hole.
No.
Flick the minnow? Did you flick the minnow? Flicking the old minnow?
Flicking
wow.
the minnow?
Or did you impeach Clinton?
Bailing out the gravy boat? Is that what you were doing?
Finger the fountain?
Sounds like a wonderful time, but no, I didn't do any of those things. Sorry.
What a boring weekend.
Yeah,
Move on.
yes.
Bounce the bearded clam?
Did you attend the clam twiddling jamboree?
That's it.
I was
That's
wondering
what
if
I
you were gonna get
did.
to that or not.
I double dribbled.
Mm-hmm. Tom did.
I just took his only line. It's okay. I like to think of Bob as the funny.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Prop, yeah.
It's part of the drinking act. I like to think of Bob as the funny one, and I'm more the philosophical one.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. We're all here. Pat Godwin, Christy Lee.
Hello.
Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby. I'm Chick McGee. Hello, Tom. We have a special guest.
Sitting in the studio with us, right next to Chick McGee at the Dude Wipes sports desk, it's a guy who's going to be probably happy to grab some of these dude wipes because he's currently traveling in a camper and probably hasn't seen a shower for a while. It's comedian Shane Mauss. Shane, long time no see. Since the last time I saw you, you've obviously haven't shaved.
Yeah, I got the whole hair.
That is a serious beard. You like your like 3/4 of the way to ZZ Top.
Yeah, no, I know. I also think since we last talked, I got into pickleball as well. So,
really?
So I'm already like aware of how seniors react to seeing my hair. So I was
Very
ready for
good.
that.
That's right. Seniors.
I accept that. And
You surprised me as a pickleball player, though. I got to tell you.
It's been a lot of fun. It's funny because this hair, I grew it out during COVID. I was like, well, I never wanted to do the in between thing on stage or whatever, and I grew it out. And I ironically, this is the least amount of drugs I've ever done in my life, and the most I've ever looked like drugs in my entire life.
I see. Huh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
And you know how you like books and covers and things like that, and judging and
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of have that mountain man look.
Yeah, thanks.
And your hair currently, you have like a ponytail sticking up the back of your head, but up high.
Yeah, I got the man bun situation.
Yeah, there you
the
go.
Whole
there you go.
Oh, dude, it's great. It looks great, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it does.
It really does.
It's luxurious.
That is a mane. David Coverdale would be jealous of that hair.
I know. I was actually just in Alaska. And I had like a couple-week vacation. I did a couple shows up there as well. And I've been trying to take better care of myself, so I was doing some hiking and everything, and I felt like I fit in, but I didn't know about the bear situation. I was like, I'll just go in and I'll get some bear spray, and I went in to the cashier, and I was like, hey, I have this bear spray. Is there anything else? Any tips for watching out for bears? And he was like, oh, you don't really need that bear spray. See this like little bell? It's like a $4 bell. You just need like a bell. You know what else is? Maybe get like a horn. They have very sensitive hearing, so get a horn. I'm just going to, there's 3 of us. I'll get all of the things. We'll all have a different thing going on. And then I get back, and he's like, yeah, because, the bears, the horn, they'll go away and they stay away. They don't like that. The bear spray, they'll go away, and then some of them, they'll come back because they like it. It's spicy. And I've never been scared of bears until that time. That's like the sadistic bad guy in the movie that, like, you punch and he likes it.
Yeah. You know he's nuts.
Yeah, and then you run into like some ranger, and you go like, hey, this guy's telling me I should use this bell, and they're like, that's a dinner bell. You don't use that. Yeah. Everyone has a different take on how to manage the bear. So look like a mountain man. Still, I'm not quite comfortable on a
Isn't
mountain.
it brown lay down, black run away, and
white kiss your ass goodbye? Yeah, something like that. Yeah,
something like that.
Our guest is comedian Shane Mauss. Shane is also on tour Wednesday evening at the Warehouse in Evansville, Thursday evening the Summit City Comedy Club in Fort Wayne, and then Friday, Madison Live in Covington, Kentucky. So some great gigs coming up for you.
Yeah. Cool.
And you say that you're doing fewer drugs than in the past?
Generally, yeah. I have a variety of theme shows that I do. I'm currently wrapping up a tour with a show about psychedelics, and ironically enough, it's the least amount of psychedelics I've done because they take too long. And I'm on tour. I'm too busy. During a psychedelic tour, I'm too busy to do psychedelics. Like LSD lasts for no shorter than 10 to 14 hours, which who has the time for that?
Has someone developed a short form trip?
You would think that there would be.
Like a Reader's Digest.
I just never understood that. Like, I like naps way too much. It's not appealing to me in any way.
Isn't nitrous oxide kind of a quick version?
Oh yeah, no,
version
that's like a 30-second sort of thing. I think widely associated with some brain damage.
You're right. Adverse effects.
I associate it primarily with dental work. But that's interesting. Once again, Shane Mauss, and you've been living out of a kind of a camper van. Is that correct?
Yeah. I've been traveling everywhere with the camper van. It's nice. I had some car trouble on the way in. I just had my solar panels weren't keeping up with the electrical or something. I left something on and got in this morning, and it was all of the electrical was dead. Oh, both your house and vehicle are dead at the same time. So I had to clear all of the food out of the refrigerator before heading in here today, as my whole van smelled.
Oh, man.
So that had never happened before. It was a fun new one. So full of adventure.
Well, we're going to check in with Christy Lee. Do you have anything that ties into...
Well, we were talking about drugs and partying and having a good time. Apparently, alcohol-free beer is gaining popularity at the famed Oktoberfest at the Bavarian brewery Weihenstephan. Non-alcoholic wheat beer and lager now make up 10% of its volume. The increase mirrors the statistics for the rest of Germany's beer industry. At Oktoberfest, which kicked off over the weekend, all but 2 of the 18 large tents at the festival now offer alcohol-free beer. This year also marks the first time an alcohol-free beer garden has opened in Munich.
All right.
The reason that Oktoberfest starts in September now is they moved it up because of weather in Bavaria. It's a little more temperate.
Gotcha.
But it does run through October 6th if you're celebrating.
Okay. So they have alcohol. This seems so odd.
Alcohol-free beer.
10%.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
They're going to have fun and do the things. And
yeah.
Well,
there are a lot of alcohol. A lot of people like the taste of beer.
Well, that reminds me, we actually had someone weigh in on this exact topic once, and let's just listen to this.
Joel Lindley is our guest. Now, do you drink at all?
I do drink.
Really? But that's got to be scary.
I went to buy beer the other day, and they sell non-alcoholic beer, right? Which is a good idea. But did you know they sell it by the keg?
I did not.
What kind of a loser consumes a whole keg of non-alcoholic beer? I mean, if you don't drink, fine. Have no duels, but don't do funnels. What are you going to brag to your friends the next day? Oh, dude, you should have been there. I mean, we were pounding that keg till 4 in the morning. I was so bloated. Then I drove everyone home.
Cool. Yeah. There's a gigantic warehouse of stuff I don't get.
I can't
And they
understand
serve non-alcoholic beer there.
Yeah. You know what? Another thing I don't
get that.
understand. Hooters has food to go. Who the hell's that for?
Joel Lindley, thank you very much, weighing in on the Oktoberfest.
Alcohol-free beer.
Alcohol-free beer. It sounds good. Whatever.
Yeah. Police in the UK say they have no leads in the hunt for the so-called phantom booper.
Oh, no.
Operating around a seaside village. Video footage has caught the suspect with toilet roll in hand.
Really?
Squatting down, defecating in a person's driveway in Camber, Sussex.
All right.
According to the Sussex News, the individual keeps leaving unwanted deposits, if you will, behind.
Is that at the same place?
Apparently,
They've
they're
got-
different places, right?
The pretty clear pictures of this guy.
Yeah, Sussex police said we are aware of a video of a man allegedly defecating on private property in Camber. Inquiries are ongoing, and they're asking the public for help in identifying phantom pooper.
All right.
What is that? That's some psychological thing the guy's doing.
Yeah, if it's not at the same place, it's not like he's mad at an ex or something.
Yeah.
Because that would be reasonable.
Is that what you play ding dong deuce with your ex?
I don't like this this Orwellian prophecy coming true. The 1984 where there's cameras everywhere. You can't even sneak a deuce on someone's property anymore.
Right. It's a shame.
It really is.
Oh God. Well, maybe the guy's just having his bathroom remodeled, and
You think there's a sexual component to it?
I don't know what there is. I do know that this happens in burglaries.
What?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Ask a cop. Happened when
It's a
my
calling card, if you will.
when my apartment was burglarized in New York City. There was a giant pile in the middle of the living room.
Well, maybe he knew who he was robbing.
Yeah. I'm totally serious.
Pat, do you have any poop songs?
I got about 40 of them. Yeah, we got Shane here, though, so maybe we can just go Shane.
So they're calling him, what is it, the Phantom
Pooper.
Okay, not the Mad Shatter. I've always liked that one better. Do you have a song for us, Pat?
I have lots of poop songs. Yeah, you just name one, but we have Shane here. Maybe he could chime in.
Okay. I was trying to include you, buddy, because we love you.
I love you, too. How about the Australian poop thing with the TV? Remember that down in Australia? We had the guy that was going all over the places, pooping in the Australian gardens.
Oh yeah.
I'd like to be jogging carefree and poop in an Aussie's garden by the street. Don't use a loo for a little secret poo in an Aussie's poopy garden. Watch your feet. Hey, look, that's me on the security TV. Hey, won't you take a squat in an Aussie's garden with me? Boom, 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 boom. I'd like to pee, drop a deuce or three, and poop in an Aussie's garden by a tree. Here we go. It would be warm, ooh, in a pointed form. Fertilize your hedges and make them green. We will run and drop some trout. How? Leaving little presents all around town. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, look, that's me. They're on Melbourne TV, pooping in an Aussie's garden by the street. Oh, we're pooping in an Aussie's garden by the street. Thank you very much on behalf of the group, and I hope I passed the audition.
Thank you very much.
Very nice. See, thank you.
We're hanging out with comedian Shane Mauss. Once again, to get that kind of mountain man look. That is fairly rare in comedy. I don't know if anyone else is affecting that.
Yeah, I grew it out, and I was like, I'm going to take this on tour for one.
Do you have
after this tour? I'll do beardless, long hair, and then after that, beard, short hair, just to try all of them.
All right.
Do you have a lady friend out there somewhere?
Yeah. She's in Susie. She's in New York City, and we met. She's been mostly traveling around with me, and that's
so she likes the whole look.
Yeah. She's never seen me any other way.
Oh.
So
Wow.
I don't. She's seen old pictures of me, and it looks weird.
No, what's her thing? Is she like hairy armpits? Or?
You don't have to get into your
No, you don't have to.
You mean for herself?
I don't know.
So you're assuming she also sort of has a bohemian,
like a hippie kind
You
of.
remember what you were saying about seniors.
You're not completely off. She doesn't have hairy armpits, but she's got a little bit hippie-ish.
Funk, if you will.
A little bit, sure.
Okay, all right, very good, very good.
Christy, did you ever try, going all natural?
No.
You've always shaved?
No.
Pits?
Always?
Always what?
You've always shaved?
Oh, yeah. Always.
Now, does your lady friend shave her legs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Does yours?
Birds of a feather. Absolutely.
Absolutely. He insists on it.
No. I don't insist. I'm in the shower and I see all that the
stuff.
The museum of female. The history of shampoo. Between my daughters and everything, my shower has all kinds of stuff in it.
Long hair is a nightmare. I will say the beard is easy. I don't have to do anything special.
You don't put beard oil in there?
A little bit here and there, a little conditioner, but long hair is an absolute nightmare.
It looks great, though.
It does look great.
Thanks.
All the guys are jealous because
very jealous.
Yeah,
it's luxurious.
Of the color and the thickness.
Well, sometimes you see a guy with long hair and you're like, oh, yeah, that's yours really does look great.
And you keep it. Apparently, it's washed and
apparently it's washed.
relatively bug free.
Yeah, but I didn't know you like.
Yeah,
it took me a while to learn. I had never done this before, so when I first had it, I didn't know you were like supposed to brush it regularly or whatever. I washed it, but I didn't realize like the clumps of every. Like it gets real.
It gets tangled.
It gets very tangled over time.
Do you use that spritz? What's that stuff called, Christy?
Spritz.
Like that detangler?
Detangler, yeah. I've used that on my daughters. I don't know what that's.
Oh, sure. Detangler is what it's called.
Okay. Said some funny name.
Yeah, I don't care for the hair is a pain. I'm not sure I'm totally sold on the long hair, but I'm at least finishing this tour with it. It's a lot of maintenance.
Do you wear it back most of the time?
I kind of like. I wear it back just because it's easier.
Because I thought the man bun was officially over. I haven't seen one at the restaurant. The restaurant that I go to, which chick calls, what is it again? Sorry for bothering.
Sorry to bother you.
I always found man buttons to be peculiar before I had one, for sure.
I've always liked them. I'm sorry.
No, you have always.
Because I travel a lot. I'd go to like Boulder, Colorado, and be like, this is too many man buns. It's not supposed to be like every
This is
other
a baker's
person.
dozen of man buns.
I totally get the judgment. I've had it myself, but it is just easier than
When you came in, it looked like, this is form over function or whatever the hell.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Like it looked like it was necessary.
Yeah.
So you met this lady with that look.
Yeah.
Was this?
You know, we were all.
He can't believe it.
We were all aware of Shane's current appearance, and we were all saying, "I wonder how much time Tom will spend on his beard and his hair." And you're exceeding expectations.
Okay, let me ask you this: what was
ask him another question.
what was the nature of your first encounter with her? Was this one of those internet things, or were you standing at a street corner and she put $1 in your pouch?
Ouch! How do you like that?
Homeless joke. She has an event space in New York City, and I did a show at their venue, and they had an extra room to rent for a couple weeks while I was in the area doing shows. And that's how we met.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Okay. That's sweet. Now,
that's a meet cute. See?
Yeah, the meet cute.
The meet cute at the event space.
Yeah, let's put it this way. If you're in one of those Hallmark movies,
here we go.
Josh, how would you...
My mom watches Hallmark movies 9 months out of the year. At least.
How would you cast him in a Hallmark movie?
Oh, is he as the romantic lead?
No, it's something. I'm not sure he would be the romantic lead. There'd have to be a haircut 10, 15 minutes in, I would think.
I think it's the guy, like, maybe used to have some stuff going on and then gave up, fell on some hard times or something like this. I think my story arc is that you straighten it out, been drinking too much, waking up, but then things are too important and you have to, and then you got to like shave the day. I like that moment in the movies where all they had to do was shave the whole time, and then they just completely
and then your
have
long
all
lost
their
dad
stuff
with
together.
millions and millions of dollars comes back and says, "Oh, son,
you
it's
guys,
so good to see you."
I
again.
hate to put it to you. You guys are wandering into Lifetime movie territory now. When you have substance abuse and those kind of harder things, that's Lifetime.
Oh, shit.
You could play. You could be like.
You're right.
Since they're usually Christmas related.
Yeah.
He could be the ghost of the adult Jesus coming back to the creche. What do you think? There's like a live nativity.
I think there's a sacrilegious aspect there
Oh, sorry.
that Hallmark would want to avoid.
Okay, sorry. Right now,
I've just been putting out the feelers to get cast as a reincarnated Jesus.
We now turn to Chick McGee.
Raycons were amazing to start with, but did you know they've been upgraded? Oh, yes. If you haven't grabbed a pair of Raycons recently, now is definitely time to check them out. They just launched their upgraded model, their best-selling everyday earbuds, and they are fantastic, and they come in a variety of vibrant new colors like forest green, blush violet, royal blue, classic black, and with Raycon's upgraded everyday earbuds, you now get multi-point connectivity that lets you pair with 2 devices at once, plus new quick charge function and active noise cancellation. And their ergonomic earbud shape and optimized gel tips fit the widest range of ears ever made for a cozy custom fit. And of course, Raycon does offer a 30-day happiness guarantee. So go to buyraycon.com/Tom today to get 15% off your Raycon order plus free shipping. That's 15% off and free shipping at buyraycon.com/Tom. One more time, that's buyraycon.com/Tom.
I have the blush violet ones now.
Nice.
And I've got a pair of the white ones. I love those Raycon earbuds. They are the best, and they're about half the price of the other ones, so I certainly recommend them. When we come back, we'll hang out with comedian Shane Mauss. If you want to see what he looks like, how would they watch that, Ace? Where would they find that?
Our YouTube channel.
The YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Also coming up, the Ace Cosby joke of the day. Shane, brace yourself. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of it.
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
A lion. I've always said,
a lion?
I would I know this is crazy that I thought about this.
What now?
I would never go into the wilderness and get and have a lion because they belong.
Right.
You know,
That's where they belong.
But if somebody like maybe they worked at the zoo and there was a lion and it had to live in a house, but it had to be sedated all the time, and I
How
could
about raised
squeeze
from
it.
a cub? I'm raised from a cub and
Yes.
know you. And...
I would love a lion just
Why?
because they're so cute. I would just bite them all the time. Their face, that little
They
nose.
bite back, believe it or not. Yeah.
And their teeth are bigger.
Nick has raised a very interesting point.
What?
Which is the essence of it. I think you said just because you like something, you don't have to have it.
Well, I've always been, somewhat controlled by my finances. So there's a lot of stuff that even if I did want, I couldn't have.
Oh, sure.
I mean, I literally, and I have panic attacks. Well, I'll get done with workout and I go, I want to go get one of those really nice, like $6 smoothies, and I'll think about it for like, should I treat myself? Am I worth it?
Yes, Nick. You're worth $6.
You know what says something? You think? I think in my head I'm probably the only one doing this.
Right.
I was at Whole Foods, and they had these like expensive lemonades. I don't know how to explain it, but the tops were the type where it had a metal top, and you would pull it open, and it would be a rubber seal like the old days.
Oh, yeah,
and it was like a little bit extra. But I had friends coming in from out of town, and I know this is crazy. I thought it'll look good in the refrigerator, And I was at Whole Foods, and I bought milk in the glass. I wanted it to look, I wanted it to look like my home. It was a home, like my mom's house.
Right.
Yeah. So I walked over and I went to buy it. It was $2 more than regular lemonade. Then I walked away. And then I went back. I went, what are you doing? You are a full-grown adult, and over $2, get the goddamn lemonade. Well, it worked, because I'm not kidding you, but the outcome is how I reacted. My sister-in-law was there, and she opened the refrigerator, and, I go over, all my brothers are married, their refrigerators are filled with, so she opens up, she goes, oh, fancy lemonade. I was like, oh, yeah, I didn't act like, I acted like, yeah, that's the type I buy.
Totally worth it.
Yeah. Totally worth it.
Yeah. As I only half it's there, I left the other half in the Rolls and it's spoiled. I'm having the Rolls Royce fixed.
Well,
that's why I'm driving this.
I would have got the milk in the jug, but my lion ate it. So.
Yeah, my lion likes it out of the glass.
That's right.
Yeah.
We all do weird things.
It does smell like barbecue sauce.
There is barbecue sauce.
Christy made us meatloaf. I'm terrified.
We're celebrating Joe Day. Oh, wait a minute. Now we're being
it's Meatloaf Day, evidently.
Interrupted here. We have Christy's meatloaf has just been brought into the room.
Bob's going to try some of the
When did you make this, Christy?
2 nights ago.
2 nights ago.
Meatloaf is always best in the fridge after a couple.
Are there any fillers in this?
Any fillers?
What's your recipe? Can you share your recipe?
Yeah, I use ground chuck, some barbecue sauce, a little bit of Italian breadcrumbs, couple of eggs.
Is there barbecue sauce on this?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't listening.
Barbecue sauce. And then
So what's the verdict over there, Bob?
Well, it's barbecue meatloaf.
I put barbecue and syrup on the top.
Is it good barbecued meatloaf? Or?
Yeah, I've never had barbecue on my meatloaf before.
Not bad?
No, it's not bad at all.
I don't like it's not bad at all.
Yeah,
my kid
damning with faint praise. I
can't eat. I'm meat intolerant.
Seriously, my kids don't eat a lot of seconds in my house, and
this is very good. This is a new twist to a meatloaf.
Yeah,
I've never had
kind
this
of a sweet.
What kind of barbecue sauce?
Well, can we get this food show all over the
like Sweet Baby Ray?
Can we celebrate Joe Day again,
Let's
please?
do that.
No, don't feed it to me.
Here.
Eat it.
No, it's very good.
Thank you.
You need to dunk it in ketchup, though. That's the way I eat meatloaf.
No, I don't use ketchup in my meatloaf.
A hint of dog food. Just a hint.
season. Everyone know that? The deer just trying to hook up.
Yeah.
You know, that's not fair. I mean, picture yourself. You're at a bar. It's late at night. Last call. You're sitting there. Somebody sneaks up behind you dressed as a chair.
Right.
Shoot you in the head.
That's not fair.
It's not fair at all.
This is Jimmy Pardo. You are listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Attention Fergler shoppers and Bob and Tom listeners, this is Ernie Fergler. Tomorrow on the Bob and Tom Show, you'll probably hear the kids back in screen doors pull another prank on me. But that's okay. It makes it a lot easier for me to decide who's going to have shopping cart corral duty. This is Ernie Fergler reminding you that's tomorrow on the Bob and Tom Show.
The Bob and Tom Show, tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide on bobandtom.com.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
That coming up.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello. We have a special guest in the studio. Hello, Tom.
Well, thank you very much, Chick McGee at the Dude Wipe Sports Desk. Sitting between the Dude Wipes Sports Desk and the Silac Insurance News Desk is comedian Shane Mauss.
Yeah, we got him covered.
And Shane has got he's got like a foot and a half of hair and a foot of beard.
I just got this beard trimmed too. It was actually like a good 5 inches longer or something.
Cool.
Oh, see that you look like Rip Van Winkle there.
yeah. It was getting a little unruly.
Wow. Yeah. You're a well-spoken man. When you when people meet you on the road, because you're on the road a lot, do you think that their first take is a little bit? They're sort of happy that you're bathed and wearing pants.
Happy that you're bathed and wearing pants.
Yeah.
Was the question.
Shane, you don't have to come here, you know.
I get a range of reactions. Yours is, I would say, closer to my mother's.
Probably closer to me.
Yeah.
Well, you're very handsome. You're a very handsome man.
Oh, wow.
Tall, slender, and extraordinarily hairy.
Fit, nice hair. What's wrong with
you? Are you an exercise guy?
Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to take better care of myself. Like I said, I've been trying to get into hiking more. I've been playing some pickleball, a little bit of tennis and stuff lately. I've tried doing the workout thing, and it's just never. I did CrossFit for a little while, and I just couldn't. I did not relate to CrossFitters in any way. They're just the happiest people you'll ever meet. It would be 4 a.m, and they're just thrilled to be there, and I just part of the issue is that I have I have a bad foot from an old injury, and then more seriously, I have kind of what I describe as a small vacuum in my soul, where a lot of people kind of store their meaning and purpose that has them driving forward in life. I just have a bit of a void there.
You can't be happy and cheerful at CrossFit at 4 a.m.
Yeah, it's not a big deal, but it does make it hard to do overhead squats. My CrossFit coach says I just need to work on my hip mobility, but I feel like that may be treating the symptom rather than the...
Good analysis. I appreciate that. Shane Mauss is our guest. Shane is a distinguished comedian, and he's been on the road for many years doing great stand-up comedy. And that will continue. He's on tour right now. You'll find Mr. Mauss, if I'm not mistaken, in Evansville at the Warehouse Wednesday evening, Summit City Comedy Club, Fort Wayne, Indiana, Thursday, Covington, Kentucky at Madison Live on Friday evening, and then Sunday at Helium in Indy. So some great spots coming up for you. And we have Christy Lee at the Silac News. What have we missed?
A family in the UK say their young son, named Loki Skywalker Mowbray, was denied a passport due to copyright issues. Christian Mowbray and his wife Becky were organizing passports for the family ahead of a vacation to the Dominican Republic when the Home Office refused to issue one for their youngest child. The family was told they would have to either change their son's Star Wars-inspired name or get permission from the copyright owner, Disney.
Why?
Mr. Mowbray told Suffolk News, I understand their position and reasoning, but I believe they need to recognize that modern names are evolving.
And Loki is Marvel.
Yeah,
universe,
Loki's not even a
right?
Star Wars name.
Yeah.
The Home Office later approved the application, though, and told the family it would be issuing them a passport. Loki was born May 4th, which is celebrated, of course, around the world as Star Wars Day. Thus, the Mowbrays felt it was fitting tribute to give him a middle name related to the franchise.
You remember Loki, Tom? He's the evil overlord of the underworld. He fights Thor. You remember
I
Loki?
love Loki.
Oh, yeah, I'm not into that. So.
He played by Tom Hiddleston, I believe, that Christie's in love with.
I love Tom Hiddleston, yes.
Some idiot parent named their kid Dumbledore or any of those other.
I think the name Loki's kind of cool.
Loki, I think, is kind of cool.
Yeah.
I think Skywalker's a little bit.
Yeah, that's a little much, but.
A little weird, but that's the trend now.
To each his own. You don't think you're going to have a Supreme Court justice named Loki someday?
The dissenting opinion was provided by
at this point, I don't
Loki
think, at this point, I don't think the Supreme Court justices even have to go to law school.
All right.
Fair point.
That's a tad political. All right. Okay. It's a
joke.
From the Bob and Tom Science Desk, our Earth is getting a new mini-moon for the next few months.
How about that? How about that, Josh?
Mini-moon?
Yep. According to astronomers, the newly discovered asteroid named 2024 PT5
Catchy.
will temporarily
Isn't that a David Bowie song?
Should be.
Be captured by...
Was it TVC 15?
TVC 15, yeah.
Will temporarily be captured by Earth's gravity and orbit a world from September 29th to November 25th. Afterwards, the space rock will return to orbiting around the sun.
Space rock!
Yeah. Researchers assured that as a mini-moon, asteroid 2024 PT5 is not in any danger of colliding with Earth now or over the next few decades.
I will call him Mini Moon.
Will we be able to see it with the naked eye?
I don't know. How? It's not that big.
It's about 37 feet in diameter. Thank you for asking, Tom.
Oh.
Between 16 and 138 feet wide. The space rock will orbit about 2.6 million miles away.
How
or
wide?
about 10 times the distance between Earth and the
16
moon.
and 138 feet? What?
Yeah.
So it's not that big.
37 feet in diameter, between 16 and 138 feet
And it's
wide.
farther away
so
than
it
the
must
moon.
go to a point.
Yeah, this is... the story should just be another rock floating around in space.
It's a little underwhelming. It was. I think it was last week, wasn't it? The Harvest Moon eclipse or whatever.
Supermoon.
I found out like my agent's all into astronomy and stuff. He texted me. He's like, hey, "Get out there! You got to see the eclipse." I went out and I was like, "Is it?" I was like, "Ooh, I can't wait for it to start." And it's like, no, it's happening right now. It's like this little
It was a
sliver
partial
of a
eclipse, yeah.
You could have just, it was a beautiful looking, you could have just not told me it was an eclipse. I would have been like, that's a nice moon right there.
Yes, yeah.
And I would have, I didn't know eclipses could be that boring. I'd only seen the good ones.
You got to see the good one, the big sun one, didn't you?
did, yeah.
So it's not orbiting the moon, though.
No, it's orbiting Earth.
Okay.
But way
out
bigger.
there.
So this is like, I got an analogy then. So this is like when you go to a restaurant and the waitress comes to the table and there's someone tagging along.
Yeah.
She goes, this is Emily's first day. So she'll be observing. So this is the little mini moon. This is the mini moon's first day. He'll be tagging me around as we circle the Earth.
And don't get too attached. It'll be gone in less than a year.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, just in a few months.
Okay, thanks very much.
We actually have a story coming up, not about moons, but about something else falling from the sky.
It's gross. Animal parts. Yikes.
Well, that's the story.
Well, you wait till you find out. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the
Oh, Christy, we have to head back over to the news desk.
All right.
Oh, my.
What?
Hello, Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Bob and Tom, it's Donnie Baker.
Hey, Donnie.
Hey, spoiler alert.
What?
It's hot as Hades where I'm at.
Really?
It's pretty good.
You mean Hades?
Check local listings. Ain't that what you always say, Tom?
Yeah, depending. It's pretty hot almost everywhere.
Steffi Dick. It's humid here, too. My sack's been permanently stuck in my left leg for the past 5 days, like a clingy koala bear on a eucalyptus tree.
That makes it sound cute.
Very cute.
Anyways, I thought I'd give you my suggestions on how to beat the heat if you got a minute.
All right.
So here goes. Hey, sun seekers and lazy tweakers, it's time now for the top 5 ways to beat the heat with your host, Donnie Baker. Ladies first, I'll say it like this. You ladies have home field advantage on this one.
Yeah.
I'll call it cooling from the core. There's a reason why popsicles are shaped the way they are, Christy.
Yeah?
Think about it.
Oh,
or unless you're Angel Skinner's, you know, a popsicle ain't going to quite cut it.
No.
For her, it's going to take a 12-pack of Dilly Bars or a mid-sized Yeti. Swear to God. Hey, Josh, you heard the old hot dog down the hallway.
Sure, yeah.
Well, with Angel Skinner's, hot dogs could pole vault in it. Sit right to her face. Yeah, all caps and Helveticas. Number 2 ways to stay cool in the heat. Go naked skinny dipping.
Oh.
Ain't nothing going to cool you off quicker than naked skinny dipping. But see, I always personally choose to go skinny dipping in pools. I'll never go naked in retention ponds, lakes, rivers, or retention streams.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Anywhere there's creatures that might go noodling up my sphincter, I'm out. Plus, I don't want some snapping turtle or largemouth bass confusing my junk for a meaty sea snake or a eclectic eel or something.
Electric eel.
Third and foremost, any gender. Eat lots of spicy foods like jalapenos. Wash them down with shots of Fireball.
Oh.
Well, think about it. That way the heat from the outside and the inside cancels the worst of each other out.
Oh, I see.
Sort of like Dolly Parton's and Kenny Rogers tape. Remember that tape? Both of them suck, but when you put them together, they gave us Islands in the Stream.
Oh, nice song. I like that song.
Oh, by the way, that song was playing in Heather Larson's Chevette the first time I got to second base.
Oh, wow.
Swear to God. Have you guys seen Heather now?
No, I haven't seen her.
Hell, she's on Facebook.
Is she?
She's got more babies than an unemployed possum. And to this day, I can't hear that tape without chubbing up.
You love that song, do you?
Speaking of chubbing up, the best way to beat the heat, keep your mind off of it.
Yeah.
True.
I say it like this. My Uncle Junebug always says, if you can't beat the heat, beat your meat. Because nothing will get your mind off the heat quicker than a little visit to Pornhub Premium.
Oh, Donnie.
I swear to God, fresh dollop of icy hot in your hand for pre-gaming. And if you really want to cool off, dabble a little of that icy hot on your nipples. That'll take the heat off your chest. But you'll be walking around with a pair of firm meat whistles. Even dudes will be bird dogging. Hey, Christy.
Yes.
And we can rub them together. I'm still chubbing over Heather.
Lovely.
So when Donnie hears
Islands in the Sun. Oh, in the stream, yeah.
he thinks of Heather Larson and chubs up. Who knew? It's so romantic. That's our song, Heather. Well, thank you, Donnie. Very, very informative. I don't think any of those things will work to beat the heat.
Good thing they don't play it much.
You don't hear that much anymore.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I've successfully avoided that for quite a while.
It's a rough love song. I love that song.
Do you really?
I think it's so fun.
Are you out of your mind? I don't think I don't think I can work with you anymore.
Oh, yeah, it's great.
We're making love together.
There it is.
That's awful.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Costaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit You4Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
Hi, this is Pat Godwin from the Bob and Tom Show. Miss some of the show? You don't want to do that. Become a Bob and Tom VIP and subscribe to the audio and video podcasts. The Bob and Tom Show, on air, on app, and on demand.
all the way to the scene of the crash.
You don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead. This is Bob and Tom Radio. Think you know your pro football and want to put your knowledge to the test? Then play Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a $500 gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. Just pick the winners of this week's pro football games and you could win a $500 Steven Singer gift card. Head to bobandtom.com/contest and play Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob and Tom.
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
How do you sink a submarine full of blondes?
How do you sink a submarine full of blondes?
You knock on the door.
Bob and Tom in the morning and highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
The family.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the Silac News Desk.
Hi.
Pat Godwin.
Hello.
I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wife Sports Desk. There's Josh Arnold.
Hi, Chick.
Hello, Ace Cosby. Hey. Hello, Tom Griswold.
Well, hello. I'm saying hello to Shane Mauss, comedian.
Yes.
Mr. Moss on the Mountain Man tour.
Yeah.
He's got the incredible head of hair, just beautiful. Right, Christy? You like the long hair, right?
I do. Yeah, he's got a very nice head of hair.
Yeah. But you're not pro beard though.
No, not a beard gal.
I'm not sure that I like long hair or beards, honestly. But,
Really?
I feel like I can do it. Nah, why not?
Have you ever braided the beard?
I have. I've done all sorts of weird. Yeah, my girlfriend will like to have fun and to give me the Pippi lawn stocking. Or
That's so cute.
Yeah. So
did you do this while on acid or just normal?
Both. Yeah. Both.
Sorry. I want to remind everybody we've got our.
You know, Josh and I were talking in the break room, and it would not bother me at all if Shane just looked at Tom and I've had it with you, mister, and got up and walked out.
I don't
After
mind.
what you've been saying. I'm surprised that he's bathed and wearing pants.
Yeah.
And
I have far more character flaws that someone could go after than my beard and long hair. So I don't mind.
I think you're a wonderful man. Don't listen to him.
I'm not saying he's not. I'm just saying
he's just a filthy hippie.
Yeah,
That's what
in
you're saying.
your mind.
No, he's
he
making
is.
a bold statement.
Yeah.
You used to look
I'm
like that
owning it.
kind of back in the day.
Yeah, but I didn't have the beard.
No, you did not have the beard.
It just sounds so judgmental.
I didn't have the beard.
Yeah.
I'm just saying the average person, I mean, if you walked in and your brain surgeon looked like that, you'd go, maybe just let the tumor rot.
I don't
think so.
I think
No, God.
I really don't think people look at Shane and go, "Oh, what's wrong with that guy?"
Karl Marx saw him as I'm going to get a haircut. To be fair, let's change the topic. bobandtom.com/contest. Why? Because that's where our Bob and Tom Pigskin Picks shows up. You got a shot at a $500 gift card from Steven Singer Jewelers. Our new winner, though, by the way, for week 3 is Mr. Brady Slade from the Commonwealth of Kentucky. We'll talk to him later this week. But you could be a winner. Get your picks in. Just pick the winners in pro football this week, starting with the Thursday nighter. And you don't have to go against the spread. Just have some fun. And maybe you'll be a winner. And don't forget, you can find out more at IHateStevenSinger.com. And let's turn it back to Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk, known as the Silac Insurance News Desk.
There are animal parts dropping from the sky, and residents of a Canadian community are in an uproar about it. As you can't imagine. The flying animal parts are coming from the Spa Hills Farm compost facility in British Columbia. Doesn't that sound so sweet, though? Spa Hills Farm.
Yeah.
May I help you?
Yeah,
would
that's-
you like,
see, yeah,
would you
that's
like
smart.
to book a room?
That's a great way to
Right.
name it. It's you're not going to think that you've got dead animal parts dropping on you.
Yeah, they're. Denise Tomlinson, who lives next to the facility, told Global News, quote, "There's plastic all over my horse pasture. There's meat chunks that the birds are dropping into the bin.
It's
into
raining
our yard."
limbs. Hallelujah.
She added, "The odor from animal rendering is always disgusting."
The thigh is falling. The thigh is falling.
Spa Hills owner Josh Mitchell says that he has taken steps to mitigate the problems and said he has changed his dumping hours to prevent wildlife from dragging anything away from the facility.
Everyone to know my new dumping hour.
And depositing it somewhere else.
So I gather birds are picking them up and flying around and dropping them?
Exactly.
Oh, God, that's awful. But a smart way to name the place.
Yeah, Spa Hills.
Sounds like a great place to hang out.
Sure.
I'm going to Spa Hills.
Hey, would you like to look at my open house? It's right next to the Spa Hills farm. It's got a very wonderful urban look to it. I mean, suburban or...
I have a bone to pick with them. It was dropped on me.
Yeah. Ugh. A Detroit area library has been forced to shut down temporarily after a DVD was returned with bugs inside. The library...
Were the bugs also from the early 2000s? A DVD rental?
The library in Royal Oak said staff members encountered what appeared to be multiple species of bugs when the DVD case in the drop box was opened.
Odd.
Apparently, the bugs were discovered to be cockroaches. The library has been reopened after a pest control company made a visit and was given the all clear. Ugh.
Surprised they weren't bookworms. Do people still rent DVDs?
From the library,
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, okay.
Since Redbox went away.
Do you have a DVD player, Josh?
Yeah.
Plugged in?
Yeah. I've been watching Blu-rays almost this whole month.
Ah, now Blu-rays are those aren't the big ones, are they?
No, those are laser discs. Blu-rays are just like DVDs, just a higher quality.
You've been defending me all day with the beard and hair stuff, and I'm getting like very judgmental.
Because I'm watching Blu-rays?
Yeah, because it's like, I don't know, the physical.
I'm still a big physical media guy when it comes to what I've been watching a collection of Hammer horror films that aren't not really available streaming, and so
what is Hammer horror? Does that mean when the hammer's involved?
No, it's an old British production company from the 60s and 70s, 50s, 60s.
You'd recognize a couple of them.
It's all that Christopher Lee, Peter Cushing stuff.
They're not in streaming, but they're in Blu-ray?
You know what? I take that back. If I want to pay for each one like $5 on Amazon or whatever, they are available.
Well,
but I just bought the physical.
Yeah, I'm just kidding. Because I've gone on record as saying you should buy all the movies you want while you can before they're all pulled for being politically incorrect.
I do that every now and again too. Like I own Gone with the Wind and Blazing Saddles and stuff like that, just in case they get.
But I mean, I didn't realize that libraries were still renting them. And
that's a good thing. Yeah.
Well, typically, going to the library, there's some guy that looks like Shane. You're urine soaked at one of the computers. Looking at porno.
That's actually accurate. You had a few misses with the beard and hair. The library one. That's dead on.
Hey, there's a guy that smells like Whiz looking at porno in the back.
A woman in California was shocked to find a live marmot hiding in her engine. The El Dorado County Fire Protection District said a local resident returned from a visit to Yosemite where the marmot likely hitched a ride.
Welcome to El Dorado County.
After finding
help me here.
A marmot?
What's a marmot exactly?
It's like a groundhog only with horns.
They are very groundhog-like.
Tiny groundhog with horns.
Oh, my gosh, they're cute.
Yeah, they're very groundhoggy.
After finding the stowaway under the hood of her car, she went to the station in Pollock Pines for help.
That's Pollock Pines.
They're all oak trees.
Possibly they are.
It is Pollock.
It's a point of pride. We'd like everyone to know there are no pines in Pollock Pines.
So I'm sorry. So
Firefighters removed some of the vehicle's parts, and with the help of the California Department of Fish and Wildlife, they were able to safely remove the animal. They secured the marmot so it could be relocated.
Poor little fella.
Yeah, they took him home.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
But what an odd... I got a marmot in my engine.
It does sound great.
Sounds like some crazy lady on her period. Well, I got a marmot in my engine.
Why on her period? You think it's a euphemism? That's what she's saying?
And
Now's that time of month where I got a marmot in my engine.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm 75 and still flowing like a river.
You're crazy.
You're out of your tree, man.
Wow. There's cute little fellers.
Mm-hmm.
But they differ from traditional groundhogs, or is that just a different name for them?
Well, they're all dark meat. Good eating.
Marmot.
You varmint, marmot.
Marmot.
Do they cause problems? Or are they like the groundhogs?
I know nothing about the marmots. I got to be honest with you.
Holes in the prairie.
It's the first I've heard
I
of
wouldn't have been able to pick one out.
Me either.
Okay. Well, now tell me what you got coming up, Christy.
We have a rare polar bear sighting in the news. Didn't end well. We have a wolf-dog hybrid. We have a penguin chick, and we have
a penguin chick or me penguin. What?
Penguin chick, like a
penguin baby.
Baby, yes.
Okay. You know, they do say
pandas in
a lot of polar bear sightings don't end well because they say if you see one, you're dead.
Yeah. Well, this one doesn't end well for the bear.
Oh, no.
And I did.
Yeah.
So a baby penguin is called a chick?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I don't think of penguins as birds.
Well, they are.
They really are.
They're flightless birds, but they're birds.
Yeah.
I think of them as well-dressed guests at Jay Gatsby's parties.
Oh, yes.
The penguins from Nantucket are here.
Those penguins from East Egg.
Oh, dear.
So what would you call a baby penguin?
I don't know. I honestly did not know that they were called chicks. This is the second revelation for me today.
Well, good. I'm glad you're learning something.
What was the first revelation?
She'd never seen a marmot.
I didn't know that Bullwinkle Moose. I didn't until today that it's because he's a bull moose. It never dawned on me.
Maybe.
As much as I like Bullwinkle and Rocky. And there's a lot of revelations here today, don't you think?
We always learn.
Yeah, I'm
That's
learning.
why we're here every morning to learn.
Like when I heard Shane Mauss that he did CrossFit, I thought he was hauling around a crucifix at some kind of ceremony. With that Jesus Christ look that he's got. Right now, let's switch gears. This is also coming up, I should say. We have some interesting information about the world of dogs and wolves. Coming up for you dog lovers and you wolf lovers. Right now, the Bob and Tom Show is sponsored by BetterHelp. What's this all about? Well, it's about accessing therapy in a much simpler manner. Perhaps as you've aged a little bit, you've lost your sense of curiosity, and perhaps therapy can help you get that back. Therapy isn't just for folks that have had some bad accident or need to get over a trauma. Therapy can help you grab some coping skills and rediscover your curiosity. And BetterHelp is all about accessing that therapy. Once again, you take a quick questionnaire. You'll be linked up with a licensed therapist, one of 35,000 plus therapists that are participating in this program. By the way, you can switch therapists anytime, no charge. And the way it works is then the therapy itself is done online. You can do it with texting or talking on the phone back and forth as if you were, or like a Zoom call. That's what BetterHelp is all about, rediscovering your curiosity, as I said. So visit BetterHelp.com/BT Show today. That'll knock 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/BT Show. BetterHelp, H-E-L-P. BetterHelp.com/BT Show. Coming up, wolves, dogs, and everybody's all getting together. This is the Bob and Tom Show. Hey, this is Tom. Coming up. Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
By the way, that's how I get around the office. I don't like to walk. I like to pretend I'm riding a horse. It just makes the day fly by. Thanks, I wrote that myself.
Blue, you look great. You got some great tats you got there. I don't have any tats. I have some moles I should have checked. But my advice from you, Blue, don't ever buy marijuana from the Easter Bunny. Hang on, I want to keep that joke fresh.
For breakfast the other day, they had a thing on the menu called a protein scramble. In my head, I'm going, that just sounds healthy. And I read the ingredients. Basically, it was an egg omelet with chicken meat in it. Yeah, a chicken omelet, which is wrong. You don't take the eggs out of the chicken and then cook the chicken and put it in the eggs.
Dreams can come true. They really can. Sometimes you got to hang in there for a little while, you know? Like in high school, I wanted nothing more than a 1983 280ZX. Oh, and last year for $500, that dream came true.
I feel good, folks. I lost 9 pounds. How about that? I tried everything. I was on Weight Watchers. No. I was on Jenny Craig. And she's like, get off me, fatty.
Apparently, have you heard this? You can't flash truckers anymore because people online said, oh, you didn't get their consent. I learned the hard way. And I'm telling you right now, truckers are the only people I'm not going to get consent from. The consent was that CDL license, bitch.
Hey, Bob and Tom, this is the Static Shack. This is a real recording studio. All this stuff is paid for, and this is basically where bands come in, record their tapes so that they can play their tapes on the radio and stuff. I could have had a recording studio. It's nice, too, but I got a boat instead. And my band's coming here. What?
Can I get some help, man?
Dusty, I'm the lead singer. I mean, I'm kind of busy, plus I'm taking my break now. If you need help, I'll get a girl to join the band. Basically, you have to have an audition couch in a studio. It's state law. That way anybody that comes in knows that they're trying out, knows it's going to be a fair chance. I'm basically auditioning backup singers right now. Just call my pager. Pretty sure we can make it happen. I swear to God we can. This is my favorite part of the recording studio. Not every band has this. We got Goldschlagers. Look at that, Goldschlagers. We got Funyuns, and we got Jaegers. It's the lead singer salad bar. I love Goldschlagers. Goldschlagers is basically the only liquor invented that looks like it has goldfish turds floating around. But the fact remains, that's 14 karat gold. When you drink all of this, you can crap a promise ring. Bob and Tom, this is called the Control Panel Console Operation Board. I probably know more about this stuff than anybody I know of. Me and Angel Skinner did it on here once. I swear to God we did. We had to stop, though, because her butt kept getting feedback.
Late night party at the pizza barn. Have no idea it could get this hard. $80 tab, try to split it 4 ways. That don't work when the drummer never pays. Dottie got the pizza boner, bought the beer. Then our waitress says, are we finished here? Let me put the tip in, cause you're so hot. Let me put the tip in. I swear to God, let me put the tip in. I love your hair. Let me put the tip in. It's only fair. I swear to God, I'm the best tipper. I lay it right here on the table to prove it. Long dark hair hanging down her back. Had asked for days causing a pork attack. So fire ass hot, she should be on stage. A meat lover's dream, making minimum wage. Let me put the tip in. Come over here. Let me put the tip in. Get your beer. Let me put the tip in. I swear to God, let me put the tip in. Check out this one. Heck, that's only 10%, baby. Look, you want to see a little more? There's 20% right in your face. I swear to God, you have to accept my tip. It's state law. Now, when I know how to set the mood, baby, how about a guitar solo? No, not the whole thing, just the tip. Scotty Winkler!
Lee's here at the Silent News Desk. I'm Chick McGee at the Dude Wife Sports Desk. Pat's here, Josh and Ace. Tom, we have a special guest in the studio.
He is comedian Shane Mauss, and Shane is a very fine stand-up comedian. We've known him for many, many years. He used to work in a factory. I'm trying to remember, back in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Is that correct?
Yeah.
What kind of factory was it?
Well, my first factory gig was at a crouton factory.
Oh, wait. They make croutons at a factory?
Yep, they make croutons in a factory, and I actually didn't know that was funny. I just had a gig at a crouton factory, and then years later, people would ask me what jobs I had, and I was like, "Oh, and I worked in a crouton factory." Reliably, everyone laughs every time. I don't know if it's because you picture Keebler elves or something like that making croutons, or you don't think about them in a factory.
I thought you just tore up bread and they became croutons.
Did they just bake bread and cut it up?
Yeah, you bake the bread. So I wasn't involved in that process, and then it's staled for a few days or something, and then I get involved in the next process where they'd throw it on a conveyor belt. It would get chopped up, go through an oven, and seasoned. And then there was a very, very important part, which is that if before it gets bagged, if you're a worker, you want to grab a handful of croutons and eat them yourself. So you got to get some of the third shifters' grubby fingers in the croutons to sample before you bag them. That's the secret sauce. I remember I was in Ireland. I took a tour of the Guinness factory there, and they were like, oh, they had. Apparently, when the health regulations improved in the early 1900s, they realized that rats were getting smashed up in all of this stuff, and they were like, we can't do that anymore. So they put in some sort of fence thing so that the rats wouldn't get in. And then after that, people started complaining about the new flavor of Guinness.
Amazing.
And so then they had to find something that was similar to rat blood taste to add back into Guinness.
What era was this?
This is the early 1900s.
Wow.
Imagine having that job. You got to taste rat blood and then try to find something that tastes like it.
and that's kind of like what we did with the croutons. And, if you don't have degenerate third shifters.
I never thought about it because I guess I don't buy store-bought croutons. In fact, I'm not a big crouton fan anyway. But then you said they have to let them go stale.
Yeah, they let the bread stale, and then they throw it in the oven.
Let me ask you this:
it was a seasonal job. It was it was right before
croutons?
Thanksgiving.
Why don't you like croutons?
I just don't like croutons. It's like
stale bread, is what it is.
Yeah, it's like
crispy.
It's like people who put breading in meatballs.
You kind of have to do that every now and again.
Yeah, they make them stick together.
Right.
It was the only food-related job that I ever had. I guess I worked at a grocery store, but I never worked in the service industry or whatever. And so you would think that I would have got sick of the croutons. And
did it smell good there?
It smelled so good. And ate a full-size meal in croutons
every day,
every single day that I worked there.
Would you say that every bag that has the same amount of croutons? And if not, give or take, how many is the difference?
It depends on how many get sampled. It depends on how hungry I was that morning.
So there was no hard and fast rule of each bag 75 croutons.
It was close. it was in the ballpark. They have to have a weight and everything.
Sure.
And then I think my longest job, I worked in a furniture factory for a year. Ashley Furniture.
Oh,
it was made in Arcadia, Wisconsin. I worked there for several years, and it was a real job. It was. I still to this day, if people are like, what would you do if you weren't a comedian? I say that I would love to be a crane operator. And that's because I did a lot of forklift driving and boom truck stuff in the and I loved it. I liked playing with the levers and everything. And I actually always wanted to be a crane operator. It seemed like too much of a long shot for me, so I became a comedian instead. A crane operator.
That lofty.
How do you get into that?
And probably, I would imagine,
have to be born into it.
Ironically, you'd probably make more bread working as a.
Have you ever had panzanella?
What is that?
It's an Italian salad, but instead of lettuce, it's croutons, basically.
What?
Yeah, they make it with tomatoes and onions, and it's like
pretty
a salad. Good. It's very good.
What's it called?
Panzanella?
That sounds like a race car. You see Josh's new Panzanella? That's badass, man.
It's Italian for finally fat people like this salad. It's just all croutons.
They get moist because of the dressing that's on it, but it's very good.
There's a couple places I go where I get the same salad every time, and I always say no croutons, and they always forget. So I have this little mountain of croutons when they come back.
I went to. So you're making me remember the best eavesdropping I've ever done in my life. As like people don't think about croutons being in factories. Well, here's a bigger blind spot for you. I was actually you're just talking about the compost thing in British Columbia.
Yes.
I visited Vancouver Island for the first time this year. Beautiful. Vancouver is not my favorite place in the world, but you take the ferry across Vancouver Island. It's like a from another time or something like that. It's this beautiful. I went to the Salt Spring Island, which is it's like both quaint and adorable and like artsy. It's kind of it's like if the Amish rebelled and were still like very Amish. If it's got like an angsty kind of like, screw you, Mom, I will use electricity to churn butter. It's kind of like that vibe of it. Like I renounce I am no longer Jebediah. Call me Ezekiel. Still kind of Amish. It was the vibe, and so it was. I found myself at the Salt Spring Island goat cheese company. It was a farm there, and there's all these goats and stuff around. You get to see there's this whole beautiful place, and walking around, and there was this like grandma with her like. She was maybe about 70. She had her two like adult sons that, in their 20s or so, and there's something like odd about them. I was just like kind of paying attention to what they were saying, and then I heard it was the best eavesdropping I've ever heard. It was coming out of the goat area. The woman she goes, I love cheese. I just feel bad they have to kill the goats to get it.
Oh.
and I was like, ooh, I'm listening. Yeah. And then I hear her as her grandkids go, oh, they don't kill the goats. And she goes, oh, well, how do they get the cheese then? And they're like, from milking. And they're like, she goes, Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. What could possibly make sense to you in this? How is your entire framework of reality not completely shattered? Like, I've been a comedian for 20 years. I have a science podcast where I've interviewed over 400 scientists. I've had a fair number of psychedelic experiences. I have never had a paradigm-shifting moment, like going 70 years of one's life, thinking that cheese is the product of slaughter, feeling bad about it, right. Eating it anyway.
Yes.
Yeah. And then one day, finding out that cheese comes from milk. Oh, that makes sense. How are you not having a seizure right now? Of just the flood of memory of all of the humiliating things you must have said about cheese in your life. Like the time that you made the goat cheese salad for everyone and asked for a moment of silence for the goats. Or the time at the picnic that you tried to dissuade children from using Cheese Whiz, explaining that it was murder in an aerosol can.
Shane Mauss is our guest.
Canned murder.
You ever eaten goat?
I love goat.
Do you?
I love travel. I've been to Jamaica. I like lamb better than goat. I don't know why I'm comparing the two, but I don't have goat as much, and I enjoy it. Almost had some last night, but yeah,
really,
Jamaica's big into their goats.
Tom does not like goats.
I had the goat tacos. at this place, and I took one bite and said, "Not for me."
That's fair.
What is it? Is it like too gamey or something?
It tasted like 30 weight.
Things like motor oil?
Yes.
That's
weird.
interesting.
That's an odd way to prepare it.
Yeah.
You might have had it prepared, Ron.
I trust your taste buds, pal.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I did not like it. It had a weird taste. Christy Lee is at the Silac News Desk. What else have we missed?
A polar bear that was spotted in a remote Icelandic village was shot by police.
I don't get this.
The bear was killed after police consulted the Environment Agency and considered the threat the bear posed.
Yeah.
Chief Jensen explained the bear was very close to a summer house inhabited by an old woman.
Well,
he said the woman locked herself upstairs in the house while the bear rummaged through her garbage. She contacted her daughter in Reykjavik by satellite link and called for help.
Oh, my gosh.
The bear shot this week was the first one seen in the country since 2016. Polar bears are not native to Iceland, but occasionally come ashore after traveling on ice floes from Greenland. Remember, Greenland has the ice and Iceland has the green.
Unfortunately, they probably had to shoot it, Tom, because from what I understand, if a polar bear knows there's a food source, it will stay there until it gets that food source. It will not, it's not leaving.
So they can't take the bear, put him on a boat, take him back home?
Maybe.
I think kind of endangered. I mean,
yeah.
Well, are they endangered or are they just in one particular area? Like where they're...
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Does anybody have any Coca-Cola? You think that's what he was looking for?
Just looking for a Coke.
Just looking for a Coke? No?
Just like on the TV show.
What TV show?
Where the Coca-Cola Bears are.
Oh.
That's not a TV
It's a
show.
commercial.
It's a commercial.
Yeah.
The commercials are better than the shows.
Researchers have captured footage of a possible wolf-dog hybrid in northern Minnesota.
Wolf dog.
Oh, sure.
Wolf dog, wolf dog.
NPR News reports that the animal was spotted traveling with two wolves earlier this year. Researchers with the University of Minnesota said that in their 10 years studying wolves in and near Voyageurs National Park, they've never seen a wolf that looks like this animal. Project lead Tom Gable told NPR News that so it's either a wolf-dog hybrid of some sort or some wolf that has some very interesting physiological mutations or characteristics that are very unique relative to other wolves here in northern Minnesota.
Have they considered this is a northern chupacabra?
Maybe.
Have they
I
even
don't know.
bothered
Here's
to
a
look
picture
into
of
this?
this thing's a beautiful animal.
Oh, I
wow.
Oh, then it's not a chupacabra then.
They're hideous.
Hideous.
Yeah, it
in blood
it looks like it's half German Shepherd, half wolf.
Maybe it is.
Scary. But I'm surprised we don't have wolf doodles yet. I mean, you got Bernedoodles, you got your Labradoodles, you got your Golden Doodles.
Wolf doodles.
How about a wolf doodle?
Oh.
I love a wolf.
Sure, there might be some problems with attacking people.
You love a wolf?
I'm with you.
Wolf doodle, yeah.
Well, this is the problem. They,
Actually, no, I'm not a fan of doodles. I like
Yeah,
wolves,
I'm with
though.
you.
I like, yeah.
It's a law. You have to have a doodle if you live in my little
Didn't we
village.
work with a part-timer who had a wolf or something like that?
A wolf?
I know a guy that has a wolf.
No,
Do
there's
you really?
radio- Yeah, maybe this is another.
Well, they-
station.
What do we think about wolf wawas? Like Chihuahua wolves? Are we?
Well, we
Aren't
just
they in
hope that-
constant pain?
We just hope that the
It's an antsy wolf.
the mommy wolf is the
Mommy, not the
mommy,
chihuahua.
not the chihuahua's not the mommy. If we-
Right.
I'd like you.
Well, it's dead.
Like you to meet our wolf. This is our wolf, Pedro. He's
There's something very wrong.
He's a Chihuahua.
Chihuahua wolf.
This thing is scary looking, though.
So you have a friend that has an actual wolf
Yeah.
as a pet.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I didn't think that was legal. But
Well, the problem he said is with getting packages. The drivers want they leave. He lives kind of on a farm, and they leave their.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Way far away. I go, dude. That's. I mean, you got to just expect that.
Does this thing? I mean, is it quite clearly a wolf when you see it?
Apparently, yeah.
how old is it?
I have not seen it. I've not gone to this guy's place.
How old is the wolf? Do you
I
know?
don't know.
Is that safe?
I don't think it necessarily is.
I don't think so
I feel
either.
like my family's been visiting me less since I got the pet bear.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Strangest thing. I didn't see it coming.
Well, they
They're
think
upset.
now.
Is it
Okay,
a black bear or a brown bear? What's it matter?
I just found a different version of this story, and it says they speculate the animal was released someone maybe have bred the dog with a wolf, and then this says it. Quote, very challenging to raise. Sometimes people discard them in the woods.
You think?
It says hybridization cannot occur. Rarely occurs in the wild, it says.
Yeah, this dog.
Yeah, they know
beautiful.
better,
It almost looks like a husky. Wolf.
Yeah, but
Look at that.
Beautiful.
Yeah, long-haired, really pretty.
Yeah.
It's those cameras out there in the middle of nowhere that capture everything. It's a miracle that they haven't seen Bigfoot right yet, Josh.
No. Well, you don't look at the right spots. There's some very compelling pictures out there. But,
Really?
Yes.
And video.
Yeah.
But because they've got these cameras all over the place that take pictures of animals that no one's ever seen.
Right.
Wouldn't
Well,
you think?
and the Sasquatch, they learn not to go into those areas.
Really? Is they on their iPhones?
Oh, they don't need that kind of technology. You know this.
Okay.
Why do you feel like you have to make fun of things you don't understand? Why is that?
Because I don't understand almost everything.
Okay.
I got to do something to keep myself from going crazy. Time for us now to review what's going on in the world of home security.
That's right. With Simply Safe, you ever that sense of unease you get when you leave your house? Did I leave a door open? Is there a window open? Is there a burglar climbing my back fence? Well, I needed a security system about 10 years ago, and I did some research. I deserve the best, and it led me to Simply Safe. It's protected my home now for about 10 years, exceeded all expectations because Simply Safe has fast protect monitoring and LiveGuard protection. Simply Safe agents can act within 5 seconds of receiving the alarm. It can even see and speak to intruders and stop them in their tracks. You'll never be locked into a long-term contract. You can cancel anytime. Pricing is transparent and affordable, less than $1 a day with no hidden fees ever. Simply Safe has been named Best Home Security System by U.S. News & World Report for 5 years running and offers the best customer service in home security, according to Newsweek. And yes, I've installed it. It's easy to install and activate your Simply Safe system in less than an hour. Or you can choose professional installation, have a pro do it for you. Protect your home and get a load of this deal. 50% off a new Simply Safe system plus a free indoor camera when you sign up for Fast Protect monitoring. Just visit simplysafetom.com. That's simplysafetom.com. 50% off. There's no safe like Simply Safe.
Thank you very much, Chick McGee. I'm trying to find more pictures of a wolf dog.
Here's a couple right here, if you'd like.
Oh, cool. I got a picture of a wolf man.
Oh, do you?
Those can be very safe.
Oh, no, not that wolf man. I mean...
Hello there.
Oh, Wolfman Jack. When we come back, it's going to be time for the Ace Cosby Joke of the Day, late edition for Shane Mauss, our comedian guest. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the...
Is that Chick McGee? Why, it sure is. Chick McGee, who knows that an annuity from the folks at Silac Insurance Company means a retirement check in his mailbox every month. Chick works on perfecting his mailbox opening technique. Easy, Mr. McGee. Don't blow that elbow out. Chick isn't quite retired yet. He's just practicing for it. Because one day, Mailbox McGee will be taking his retirement the easy way. SILACINS.com. Silac Insurance Company.
Celebrate the life and comedy of our friend and colleague, Ron Sexton. It's the Ron Sexton Memorial Comedy Show, Saturday, September 28th at the Belterra Resort and Casino in Florence, Indiana, featuring Greg Hahn, Costaki Economopoulos, Chelsea Lynn, Tom Mabe, Jimmy Schubert, and Bob Zaney. Proceeds from the show will go to the nonprofit You4Me, honoring Ron's legacy while helping comedians who struggle with addiction. Details and tickets at DonnieBaker.com.
I mean, do you want to say
where no one knows
You want
you?
a different mic so you can stand
Yeah,
up?
I want to stand because I mean this is a real.
Well, you can turn that up into a standing mic if you
can take that out
so
of the
desire.
socket there. It'll.
Oh, if I can hold it.
Oh, look out!
Wait a minute. Just take the whole thing out of the stand.
Yeah, you can take it out if you.
There we go.
Going tonight.
I'm feeling good.
Hey, Chickster, how's it going over there?
We have a 30-second snippet of the music. Does this music start? Are you aware of where this starts? Do you have enough intro and
You know, me and old Dino practiced it once or twice, so we might be able to figure it out.
All right,
we'll see.
I'm going to have to ride the volume here, make sure I get it right. Ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Here we go.
No one can hold you down if you really want it. Just Just steal your destiny right from the hands of fate. Reach for the cup of life, cause your name is on it. Do you really want it? Do you really want it? 2-E-O.
Vida Loca.
Go, go, go.
Living La Vida Loca.
Idiots. It's a lay.
Oh, it sounds just like Living La Vida Loca.
Sounds just like Living La Vida Loca.
Perhaps our arguments were with Ricky Martin, not even with you. I think maybe.
Okay, I've never been more disappointed.
So what we're supposed to go ole, ole, ole?
Yes, guys, come on. This is a give and take song.
Let's try it again.
Just steal your destiny right from the hands of fate. Reach for the cup of life, cause your name is on it. Do you really want it?
Right.
Do you really want it?
Yeah.
2-E-O.
Ole,
No.
Ole, ole, ole.
Tonight's the night. We're gonna celebrate the cup of life.
Ole, ole, ole. Now,
Now, wait a minute. In our defense, it's Living La Vida Loca, only redone.
Yeah, it is for the most part.
That is very judgmental of you.
Well, I'm sorry.
Well, it does sound very similar.
Sounds very similar.
I do love the song Living La Vida Loca. I will say that.
Do you do that one?
It's a great song.
I don't do that one because it's not as much fun with the audience.
Girl, the food was great. The company, even better. Why sit here all night long, going on about the weather? I know it's our first date, and good girls gotta wait. But I just turned 83, and you said you're 78. The moon is full, you know what I'm thinking. Let's make love, we're old and we're shrinking. The hour's late, let's just do it on our first date.
Dip him, right?
Oh, definitely.
Are we gonna dip
you gotta dip him.
Yep. He one's down, maybe? Is that what's up? Or is that just a hello?
Bugs Bunny to oi. There he goes. Yeah, you scream like a little girl. Scream like a junior high girl.
That's all. Yeah, those two little bastards.
Now, before we let you in, I got a couple of questions I need answered.
That was unbelievable.
Thank you, my friend.
That was incredible.
Yay!
Thank you, sir. I knew they were at the bottom of it. Well, I made it. It's really, yeah, you can't stop staring at those two little, there's two hooks. And that's, so you want to hang on to something.
Tom Show, tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. Eastern, worldwide on BobandTom.com.
Hey, hi, this is Tom.
And this is Chick from the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, Christy, what's the best way to get full access to the show?
Hey, what? You introduced me.
That would be to become a Bob and Tom VIP.
Very good. Now, Josh, what's a feature of Bob and Tom VIP?
Wait a minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom. How are you over there?
Got a Chick McGee fan.
Well, that's one.
He says, I was at the Browns game. They had dude wipes advertising all over the stadium.
That's all right. That's
Chick,
right.
you are the man.
Hey, Dude Wipes exclusively sponsoring Cleveland Browns, I believe.
That's great.
Get the way
I see what you're doing.
Yeah, that's Dude Wipes. Yeah.
Joining us in the studio, comedian Shane Mauss. Shane's got a bunch of gigs coming up, including a week from tonight and a week from yesterday night in Louisville at the Portal. But you're going all over the place, up and down, and all over the Midwest. Evansville, Fort Wayne, Covington, Kentucky. So be on the lookout. You'll find Mr. Mauss spells his last name Mauss.
Yes.
So that'll help you find Shane out there for some great live stand-up comedy. Now, I know you're, would you say 20 years in comedy, Shane?
Yep.
So you probably know a lot about how to tell jokes. Probably like an authority on it, but
oh boy,
even the experts sometimes need a little tweaking.
Sure.
Not to suggest that your comedy isn't first rate. Therefore, we'd like to introduce you to Ace.
Rules that sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
I woke up today just laughing my butt off.
Really?
I must have slept funny.
That was Ace Cosby's joke of the day.
Look at the comedian laughing. Wow.
Ace's joke of the day brought to you by Sleep Number. Sleep better together. Save now on a Sleep Number smart bed only at a Sleep Number store or at sleepnumber.com.
Well, thank you very much, Christy. That was very helpful.
Josh, you're not laughing.
No, I'm not. I must have not slept funny.
I'm not laughing either. Oh, that's a given, I guess.
It took me a minute, but
Really?
it was a chuckle. Yeah.
No kidding.
Hilarity.
Hearty chuckle. Denver, Colorado, the 20th of October. Mr. Shane Mauss taping his new special.
All right.
What's the name of that gig?
Meow Wolf.
What is it?
Meow Wolf
Meow
is the name of the venue.
Spell it.
They're kind of meow like a cat.
MEOW?
and then Wolf. W. It's 2 words.
Meow Wolf.
Meow Wolf.
Yeah. It's a whole big immersive art space, like alien world thing. They have one in Santa Fe, one in Vegas.
Do you have a large following of psychedelic drug users? Because
I do. Yeah.
I mean, didn't you do a podcast focused on the world of psychedelics?
No, I did a podcast focused on science and psychology, and I like learning about how the brain works so much so that I'll even attempt to read neuroscience from time to time, which is a nightmare. I don't know if you've ever, all that jargon will put you right in a coma. I don't understand how there's neuroscientists. They must just read a paragraph, take a nap, read another paragraph, take another nap. It's so frustrating. You would think that your brain would be more interested in learning about itself.
That makes sense.
You would think clearly your mind would see more incentive to understanding how it works. Could not care less. Loves talking about itself. Wow. Learning about itself, not so much. And because it's not that, it just wasn't built for such a task. Like your phone can memorize a bunch of words more than you'll ever use in a lifetime. Seems impressive, but your brains did more work just walking in here. The math involved to put one foot in front of the other is breathtaking. They can't build a robot that can walk anywhere near as well as you. For listeners to hear this, right, there's sound waves hitting their ears, breaking it down into syllables and language and context. Do you understand how powerful a computer would need to be to know how hard this joke is bombing right now? I mean, it would take all the computers in the world.
I love that shit. The reason I said that, the last time you were here, you were doing some kind of seminar on psychedelics somewhere. I forget what it was.
Yeah, I've done a variety of themed shows through the years. I have a special about animal mating behavior on Amazon Prime, and then I have I put out a concept album around breaking my feet. Feet called My Big Break back when. And then I did a psychedelic tour.
But as you mentioned earlier, now that you look like a homeless hippie
for the tour,
waiting for his next fix. You're actually not taking as many drugs. Time now to review the history.
Yes, September 24th. Tom, what happened on this day?
I did not know. This is somewhat revelatory.
So much you don't know.
No, there is. 1952. And I'll put this out to everyone.
Yeah.
The first KFC opened where?
The first KFC opened
it's gotta be,
Omaha, Nebraska.
Lexington, Kentucky. It's got to be, right? Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Yeah, no kidding. No, it's Salt Lake City.
Oh,
wow. Interesting.
Who knew?
One of the 11 spices.
That would have been my last guesses.
That is one of the 11 spices.
What, salt?
Yeah, it's one of the spices.
Okay, good. Okay, very good. 1964, The Munsters premiered on CBS.
Yeah, it's an enjoyable one.
Do you remember the theme to The Munsters?
I do remember the theme to The Munsters.
How does it go?
They weren't words, though, right?
No. No, and there you go. That's part one.
Close.
Good.
I don't remember the part.
What recent hit song incorporated that theme? Do you remember?
Fallout Boy, Uma Thurman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very good, Josh.
Yeah, I'm not a effing moron, am I? I know a few things. Very good, Josh. We'll hang that on the refrigerator.
Oh, look, right there where
condescending
everybody
prick.
can see it. There, look at what Josh did.
You see what I'm up against, Shane?
Oh, God.
You can't compliment anyone around here.
No. You can't compliment anyone.
Okay, Josh. Here you go, Mr. Smart Guy.
Here we go.
On this date in 1968, how long was this show? It was called 60 Minutes. Your thoughts?
That ran at least 3 hours.
Well, it's probably, 43 minutes?
Yeah, by the time you get to the 1991, the great album Nevermind from Nirvana released.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, an important album. What would you say?
Big time photo shoot in the pool that they all participated in, yes.
Today they'd call it NVM.
Huh?
In tech speak.
Oh, and NVM. Okay.
Now, your favorite, I love the show. You hate it. 2007, The Big Bang Theory premiered on CBS.
I never got even a smile out of that show. Not even a hello.
Happy birthday, 1896. F. Scott Fitzgerald. That seems a little harsh.
Yeah, what do you ever do to you?
Great Gatsby to you.
That's right.
Jim Henson, born in this date in 1936. Now, do you know where the origin of the word Muppet is?
I don't. I mean, obviously puppets in there, but I don't. Maybe monster puppet? What is it?
Marionette and puppet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Have you ever seen the bloopers that they put online from the Muppets?
The best.
It's hilarious. Bert and Ernie have bloopers. That last thing you said doesn't make sense, Ernie.
Born in the state in 1948, the great Phil Hartman.
Mm-hmm. One of the greats.
You thought your wife was a bitch.
Whoa.
Mental illness.
You may remember him from...
You know, the intro when he was on Saturday Night Live, he's sitting at I believe at a restaurant
like
table,
a bar, yeah.
and there's an earring back and forth. The girl sitting there, that's her. Yeah, that's
okay.
creepy.
I'll see you later. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Even though we're not too much to look at, you can also watch the show on our YouTube channel.